Welcome, everybody, to Briarwood Christian School here just off Highway 119 as your Homewood Patriots get set to take on the Briarwood Christian Lions in Game 2 of the 2025 football season. I'm John Lunsford, joined by the coach, Chet Walker. I can't take credit for all these names. That's Kurt. The coach, Chet Walker, and the professor, Glenn Brasher.
Hello.
Gentlemen, how are y'all doing tonight?
For me, it's great. Two class programs here in a beautiful venue, one of the best fields we'll play at. At all levels, I'm the freshman coach, and we have a great working relationship with Briarwood Christian. And Coach Forrester runs a class program. Learned from Coach Yancey, and just happy to be here, ready to call it tonight.
This game is game 20, I believe. Is that correct?
20th matchup between the two teams, yes.
Been a pretty good rivalry back and forth. I've shed some blood in this rivalry and on this field back in the day. But what should we expect from this rivalry, Glenn?
Expect a really good game. I mean, there's been very few blowouts in this game by either team. I did the math, and the average score over the 19 games, 23-16, Homewood.
Wow.
So expect something tight. But, when on my coach's show, I was talking to Coach about the fact that no one has ever scored more than 38 points in this game. I want to take the lid off of that tonight.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
The bad thing was that 38 and that 2003 game that we lost my junior year. I think it was 38-7.
I knew you would remember it well, so I wasn't going to say anything.
Don't want that tonight. We need the opposite of that tonight for Homewood. Real quick before we get started here, this will be basically an audio broadcast here. We're going to slowly work the kinks out of it here and get everything going. And then next week at home against Mortimer Jordan, we'll be back with everything the way it is. I do have one camera set up. It may die 5 minutes into the game. We shall see, but we'll have a nice...
Chet may die 5 minutes into the game, so...
I'm not having to call plays tonight, so I'm just going to enjoy and let Coach Bruner worry about worrying that front four that Briarwood has.
Luckily, not quite as hot tonight. A decent night weather-wise. Some clouds in the sky, but no rain as far as I know in the forecast. And, we'll see what happens with the weather. We'll see what happens with the game. But we will have audio for you all night long, even if the camera dies here. It's just going to be stationary at midfield if you do want to see a little of the action for what's going on. But thank you for joining us here on the NFHS Network, on YouTube, at HWD Athletics, and on Mixlr. And, of course, make sure to go download that Homewood mobile app. We've worked hard on that, trying to get live scores and all kind of fun stuff there for Homewood fans, Homewood parents, Homewood students, and everybody alike. All right, real quick, let's get into the starting lineups for Homewood, the expected starting lineups for Homewood going into this game. At left tackle on offense, Gray Cowan. Number 55, left guard. Number 72, Edwin McBride. Number 56, Asher Ketchum at center. Number 50, Barton King at right guard. Number 54, Henry Stadinka at right tackle. Your tight ends, number 80, Hayes DeKudris, and number 82, J.T. Watts, as Homewood runs onto the field and through that banner. You can see the marching band over on the other side playing loud and proud. At receiver, sophomore, number 2, Cam Foster. Senior, number 10, David Walden. Receiver, number 8, Lon Felton. At running back, number 22, senior Davis Griffin. And at quarterback, number 3, Caleb Carson. Talk about Caleb Carson last week, Chet, and just how well he played in that win over John Carroll.
Well, he was very efficient. He is an athlete, throws the ball very well, but the thing was he took what was there. The only play was the one where we had all three receivers. They threw the tightest window, but he has confidence in his ability, and I look for him to do well tonight. The key, though, the matchup. Their front four is very tough, and they're going to be coming after us tonight, trying to get in his face. He started here 2 years ago, and they were able to pressure him, but I think him being a senior, seeing so many plays behind center, he's going to do a great job tonight being efficient. But Coach Bruner, one of the keys was he's got to take what's there. He can't score 14 points in one possession, so I think he's going to have a great game tonight.
Yeah, and their secondary is a little shorter than our receivers are. So look for us to take more shots downfield tonight than we did last week, I think.
Homewood will start on offense. They will get the ball to start things off as it is taken at the 6, brought up past the 20, now past the 30, and that is Griffin bringing it up just past the 30-yard line. They'll spot it at the 32, which is where Carson and company will start things off.
All right, Coach Bruner was talking about some of the offensive keys this week. got to establish the run. We can't get into a one-dimensional offense. If they can get us throwing and having 3rd and long, it's going to be tough. Again, Caleb's got to take what's there. Take the digs, take the things, because they're going to play soft coverage and try to keep everything in front of them.
So to start things off, Griffin to the left of Carson, 3 receivers to his left as Kudris slides in at tight end. Carson takes the snap, hands it to Griffin. He's going to go around right tackle. He'll be hit about the 34, fall ahead to the 36, and that'll be a gain of about 4 on first down, setting up 2nd and 6.
All right, excellent job in the center. Asher Ketchum is playing in the center. We got into the legs, and we're able to keep Weatherington out that time. Good job blocking.
Similar formation here on 2nd down. Now TJ Watt's going to go over to the right side. Carson takes the snap, going to throw a short pass, goes in the dirt. That was intended for Cam Foster over on the left side. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6 coming up here on this opening drive for Homewood.
Well, this is already something we didn't see last week, is getting a little bit behind the sticks. We didn't do that at all last week.
No, that's one of the things Coach Bruner really wanted to stay ahead of the sticks tonight. We're in 12 personnel here with 2 tight ends. You got JT Watts and Hayes DeKudris. Watts is attached here.
Carson in the shotgun. Fakes the count, then takes the snap, looking to his right, throws it. That is Tamon Felton with the catch. He is right at the line to gain. Based on the ref on this side, it is easy first down, and that will go up to the 44 is where they'll actually spot it. And that'll be first down for Homewood.
Yeah, good job by him getting the ball out real fast. We were running curls, about 7-yard, it's a money route, is what he calls it, and good job by Bruner there on the call.
1st and 10 now for Carson. Griffin to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Carson takes the snap, fakes a handoff to Griffin, and he is going to get hit pretty quickly around that right side as you have for Briarwood. Number 35, Grayson Hewitt coming in from his linebacker position.
The tough thing there is you get behind the sticks. You know,
big time behind the sticks.
And you heard that right there from the PA announcer. It's right above our heads, so it's pretty loud coming through here. 2nd and 19 for Homewood. Not what you want. Just get that first down and then instantly a sack as the play call comes in from the far sideline. Homewood in all white with the blue numerals. Briarwood, their traditional Notre Dame looking jerseys. Gold pants, blue jerseys, gold helmets.
They've moved number 90 over to the left side. They're moving him around tonight. The Witherington kid.
Carson fakes a handoff again, looking straight down the middle, and it is caught by Felton, and he is going to go all the way to the end zone, coming across the middle. Great pitch and catch there for the Patriots, up 6-0.
Again, the safeties are back. We ran a post route right underneath the safety. He was late, and he's not going to catch up to Tamon. Tamon was at full speed, great catch. Big play.
Yeah, that's the way you get back ahead of the sticks, right there.
Yes. So after a slow start
Just
there.
look for Tamon down the field.
And that's one of the keys right here on my sheet. Score early forces Briarwood to play from behind, and they want to grind it out, shorten this game. And if we can get out here and try to have dynamic plays, that's going to hurt them.
Kick is up, and it is no good. Little flinch there from the referee. No good. 6-0. That scoring drive, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. With one First U.S. Bank first down and then a long play from Carson to Felton to put the Patriots up 6-0. We'll be right back right here from Briarwood Christian School.
At Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
Eames is on the kickoff for Homewood.
Hayes on now to kick off for the Patriots, up 6-0. 9:37 left to go in the first quarter.
Great start for the Patriots. Need to kick this into the end zone, Glenn, like we did last week.
Oh, man, I just can't tell you how pleased I was with that. It's been a long time since we have consistently kicked it into the end zone. I mean, Whit Armistead was a legendary kicker. In fact, I think he finished top in stats in Homewood history, but he did not consistently get it in the end zone. But last week we did.
And the kick is away. It'll come down at about the 11-yard line. A little bit of a short kick there. It'll be brought up to the 25, where a host of Patriots will bring him down, and that is where Briarwood will start with the ball.
Yeah, I don't think we jinxed him there. I don't think that was meant to be a long kick him.
So Briarwood comes out at quarterback, number 2, Charles Dedman, the senior. Tough game last week for Briarwood, only putting up 3 points on this offense.
You know, this quarterback has a lot of experience. He played the first half of the season last year, some the year before, but if we can get into his face, he gets a little shaky and we can have some success here. You're going to see a lot of motion, empty, two tights.
Takes a snap, pitches it out to the running back. That is number
Thompson on the carry.
19, Elijah Thompson, the senior. He's going to lose 4 yards there on that play, putting them behind the sticks, 2nd and 14.
And that's what you want to see, because they want to get 3rd and short, go 2 tight ends with the back and run wildcat. We can keep them in these situations. We'll have a lot of success tonight. Watch the wheel out of the backfield.
Takes a snap, and he's going to throw it again to Thompson, who's going to try to get up to the original line of scrimmage. May have gotten just 1 yard past it, and that's going to set up a 3rd and long. No, they're going to put him right at the sticks where it started. So 3rd and 10 for Briarwood, still sitting at 0 yards total, have not been able to get anything positive.
If their plan is to try to get outside of our linebackers, that's going to be a tough job.
Yeah. Yes. Great job last week from Parker Lindsay, all over the place, leading the Patriots with 10 tackles. Dedman, 1 running back to his right, 3 receivers to his left, takes a snap, looks to his left, going to throw it deep, just over the head of French, but still unable to haul it in. So it'll be 4th and 10 for Briarwood, and they'll have to punt this one away.
Excellent throw by Dedman. It was right on the money and right over French's head, and there's a small opening, but thank goodness he dropped it there.
And French almost got his hand on it there, unable to bat it away, but still enough of a distraction to make it an incomplete pass. So good job there from the defense. No positive yardage, 4th and 10. 8:12 left to go in the first quarter. Punting it away is Briarwood.
3 Carson and 4 Goldstein.
Punt is away, high in the air. Fair catch called for at the 40-yard line. And that is where Homewood will start. 1st and 10. Decent field position there, about where they scored from last time.
Yes, almost exactly where they scored from last time.
Well, Glenn, it couldn't go any better here. 3 and out.
3 and out.
We get
already
the
up
dynamic
7-0.
play.
Well, 6-0.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Need to put pressure on them, because I'm telling you, they want to shorten the game, ground, pound. You see, just try to throw short stuff.
Very low-scoring game last week, 14-3. Old Mountain beating Briarwood.
Yeah, that game turned on penalties and turnovers.
Yeah. Homewood looking to
I'm
put
sure
that
they're
up in the
hoping
first
the
quarter.
same thing this week. And
Yeah. Carson running back to his left, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Going to keep it this time, pulls it out of Griffin's belly, going to get back to the line of scrimmage and get nothing out of it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Those are hard for the quarterback. Probably should have given it, but it's easier for me to watch it up here because he's reading the end there, and then the end's hedging, and then boom, he's hit by 4 tacklers.
We can always call it a lot better up here than they think down there. It's amazing when you get off the field, I can see the whole view from up here. 2nd and 10 now as the play call comes in. 3 receivers will shift to Carson's right as the ball has moved over to the left hash. Wide side of the field to the right. 1 receiver over on the near side.
they've got Witherington over there on the right again. They're moving him.
Carson going to throw it to Kudras, called at the 45, gets up to the 50, just past the 50 to the 49 of Briarwood. It'll be right at the sticks for a first U.S. Bank first down for the Patriots.
That's why our offense is so dangerous, because you have two tight ends that can come gobble up in the middle, and then you've got guys like Tamon Felton and Cam Foster can take it over the top.
You guys know I love watching tight ends.
We've got
good ones
two
here.
good ones too.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Kudras and Watts.
Okay, now they've moved big 90 over to the left side.
They're in that 3 technique almost. They have 5 people up on the line as they send the Kudras over to the left to help out. Carson takes the snap, going to throw it quickly out to Foster, and he is met instantly at the 50 and will actually go down for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 11 now, 6:35 and counting in the first quarter.
Behind the sticks again.
Yeah, they're the numbers. They were even with us there, and Tamon did block, but there's nobody to block the corner there, and he came straight up and got it.
Yeah, that kind of play, there's always one person that's left untouched. You have to try to get around, could not do it, read it well.
Now, as a coach, I'd like to see the sucker play where you pump it, because that guy was downhill on the throw, so maybe we can come back to that later.
Felton to the right, 3 receivers. Walden comes back in over on the left. Carson takes the snap, going to instantly look to his right, then roll around to his left. Looking for Walden. He catches it, jumps in the air, brings 1 foot down inbounds, and it's going to be a first U.S. Bank first down to the 33 of Briarwood. Good toss right there as we go under 6 minutes. It's the water timeout. We'll be right back right here from Briarwood Christian School.
Baptist Health is on your team, where every play, every cheer, every moment matters. From everyday care to life's emergencies, we've got you covered. Our commitment to your care and the health of our community is at the heart of everything we do. Baptist Health, on your team, on and off the field.
To take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Welcome back to Briarwood Christian School. 6-0, Homewood on top, 5:51 left to go in the first quarter.
I have to give a shout out for David Walden, because that was CB's player that we didn't give him a whole lot of heads up last week. So, yes, he can play football.
Yes.
John, he can play.
Absolutely. 3 receivers now, 2 Carson's right, 1 to his left. Griffin lines up behind him this time instead of to his side. 1st and 10 at the 33. Carson takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Griffin. Goes around left guard. He'll be hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
It's like running the ball is going to be a little bit more difficult this week than last week.
Yeah, inside, Briarwood did a good job that time plugging the hole.
Briarwood always good defensive lines here. A good defensive line this time for Briarwood. Number 90, Garrett Witherington. You've heard Glenn talking about where he is on the field. Always one to keep an eye on this defense. Now Carson trips to his left, bunched in by the line.
Now they got Witherington moving before the snap.
Walden goes in motion. Carson rolls over to the right side, looking for somebody, going to pull it down, try to make something happen with his feet. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, ends up getting up for about 2 yards up to the 31 of Briarwood. It'll be 3rd and 8.
That goes, he's rolling right, but the backside pursuit was catching up with him. We get open late, but he couldn't get it away. He decided to protect the ball.
Will he be able to bail us out of being behind the sticks again on 3rd down? We'll see.
Well, let's see. Call coming in here. Griffin still in at running back. Felton, Walden, Foster, your receivers. TJ Watson at tight end, going to line up on the right side of that offensive line. 3 receivers over to the left. And a little confusion here. Carson still looking over. Play clock is at 6 seconds. Got to get it in quick here. 4-3. Man in motion is Felton 2-1. And they're going to have to call timeout here. Just couldn't quite get that play in. We'll take it with them too, right here at Briarwood Christian School.
Their first timeout of the half.
Toward Stanford's campus, I immediately felt the communal atmosphere and environment.
A lot of parents, they're looking for a place where their children can come, they can continue to grow in Christ, they can feel safe, and they can be encouraged and motivated.
we promise them that when they come, they're going to be surrounded by people who love them, who help them to find meaning and purpose in their life, and who really help them to flourish and become the men and women that God is calling them to be.
Out of every place that I could have gone, this was the place for me.
Our broadcast today is presented by Social Taco. Make sure to stop in this weekend and grab a bite at the newest Soho restaurant, Social Taco. And also visit Soho Social and Soho Standard right there in the heart of downtown Homewood. If you haven't been to at least Soho Social, you've got some problems.
Been to all three of them. Love all three of them right there in downtown Homewood. Go visit them. Thank you so much for sponsoring our broadcast and our tickets through GoFan this year. Go visit Social Taco down there in Soho. All right, 3rd and 8. 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Carson in the shotgun. Griffin to his left. Going to bring Felton in motion. 2 receivers to each side now for Carson. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it deep to Felton. Tried to get it over the head of the defender. Couldn't quite make it happen. And that was number 2, Jake Vandixhorn, coming from the safety position. Knocked it down, so it'll be 4th and 8 from the 31.
So right before that timeout, they had number 90 lining up on the right side as a defensive end, and that play they moved him over to the left side of the line as a defensive end. So he's been at every position on the line.
Number 90 reminds me a lot of Andrew McCain. Played defensive line here. Went on to play offensive line at Auburn. So I had to block. He's one of those that moved around, tried to find the weakness. Doing the same thing here. 4th and 8, going to go for it. Carson, a little pressure in the pocket, going to roll out of it. A flag comes out. So even though the first down is going to come from Griffin, he's going to get all the way up to the 12. Chance this one comes back here on a holding penalty. Let's see for sure it is indeed holding on offense. Still throwing his hands up, but a little pressure there on him.
Yeah. Sometimes for us, we might not have been able to see it, but now we know who it is.
Yeah. When you throw your hands up, it makes you look guilty every time, even though you're trying not to. I've been there. I understand, but this one's going to come back, so it'll be 4th and 18 now.
Yeah, I think we'll see the punt team come out here.
31, kind of that no man's land. Don't really want to kick field goal, too short to punt. Got the first down. Great play over on the left side as Carson was able to get away from that pressure regardless on the right side, but Homewood going to have to punt this one away.
Guys, our first punt of the season.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Wow. Too busy celebrating touchdowns last week to even pay attention to stats like that.
That's right.
Eli Thompson.
Gabriel Carlson has a bright future as a punter ahead of him.
Only a sophomore. Snap is good. Kick is up high. Let's see where it comes down. He's going to let it go. It's going to land at the floor, but then roll into the end zone for the touchback. As the clock runs down to 3:39 left to go in the first quarter, 6-0. Homewood leads Briarwood, and not able to put points on the board there that time. The defense played strong in the first series for Homewood. Need to do the same thing here.
Just got to watch out for any kind of trick plays. Stay at home, read your keys. You know, we handled them the first series. We need to do the same thing here, get a 3 and out.
I apologize. I had the score 7-0. He missed the extra point. That's silly for me, assuming. Scoreboard right now, quarter 1, 6-0. Homewood, 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Dedman takes the snap. He is just going to keep it himself and bulldoze up to the 30, which will be enough for the first down right at the marker. Sorry. Was that Dedman?
Yes, first down. Typically, you're not going to see him put his head down as hard as that. That was a great job by him running. A lot of times they'll go Wildcat and put the running back at quarterback.
Yeah, didn't know if that was Jamison Barnes, number 3, running that or not, but now, same thing. Going to keep it, put his head down. Going to get up to the 32. Not quite as much this time. Defensive stopping him.
A little pushing and shoving going down there.
Barnes gains 2 yards.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they did bring Barnes in. Now Dedman comes back out.
Yeah.
Leading the Patriot tackle.
So that's the hard thing. Sometimes it's hard to see the numbers, but that's what they want to do. Go Wildcat, put somebody in to run at quarterback.
Now Dedman will line up with Thompson to his right. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. At least they don't do that shifting they used to do under Fred Yancey, trying to draw Homewood off sides. Pass out to the right really quick, gets over the head of Moore, and it's only going to get up to the 34. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now for Briarwood.
Like I said, I don't want to jinx us, but if they're going to try to get outside our linebackers, it's going to be a long night for them.
Good pressure there from number 95, Major Moore, getting in the backfield. Couldn't quite bat it down, but it does put him at a 3rd and 6. You do have Deadman staying in there instead of trying to go back to that Wildcat formation, essentially, with number 3. 2 receivers to the left, running back to the left of Deadman. 1 receiver over the far side on Homewood sideline. Takes the snap, drops back, looks to his right, going to throw it just past the marker, and it is too far. Good pressure coming in there. Was that Major Moore?
Major Moore put him on his you-know-what.
And if he hadn't gotten him, Ford Hawkins would beat his guy around the side. It would have been...
Guys, I love Major Moore. This guy, man, he's just got so much energy. He's mean. He's fast.
He cares. He's going to be a good one for us.
Gonna be.
I got a Major Moore point after this punt here from Briarwood. 4th and 6. 2 men back for Homewood, standing at their own 20-yard line. The punter for Briarwood stands at his 20-yard line. Snap is good. The kick is up. It is high, and it's going to be fair caught at the 26 for Homewood. Major Moore, we've had a cool program with Elite Nutrition. We partnered with them to provide protein shakes for our entire athletic department. Thanks to the Battery for helping us to provide that through Elite Nutrition. We're going to start that on Monday. And they came by and we did some sampling. Hey, what flavors do you like? And they had one of those machines that tests your grip to see how hard you can squeeze it. 130 was considered, hey, if you get 130, you're a strong guy. You're pretty good. I got 129. I got close. But Major Moore, nobody got over 140 except Coach Poe, except Major Moore walked in and got 166. Blew everybody out of the water. Super strong. Love watching him play. All right, Carson in the shotgun. Griffin to his left, going to hand it off to him. No, he keeps it. Fooled me. Fooled Briarwood, too. Able to get up to the first down marker, and Moore up to the 40 for a First U.S. Bank first down.
Good decision. You know, that's the thing with Carson. Linebackers went out, covered the flat. He pumped it and then just took off for about 12, 13 yards.
He didn't have to do much of that last week. We may have to see him do it tonight.
Yeah, only had 39 yards last week. 228 total yards from the entire backfield, but did have one on the ground. This time a flag on the ground as Griffin's going to take it over to the far side on the Homewood sideline. He'll go out right at the marker. It would be a first down.
The tackle made by Skinner.
Let's see what the call is here. Legal formation, movement, something, most likely.
I did not see it. I was looking at the formation and pre-snap flag came out.
Was it pre-snap?
Or it was right there at the.
It was right at the snap.
At the snap.
And they're going to
false
call
start.
Yeah.
False start.
Illegal
Procedure there on Homewood, so that'll back him up after getting right to the first down marker. Did Griffin going to back it up 5 yards, 1st and 15 at the 35 of
and
Homewood.
We're behind the chains again.
All right, Coach Bruner was hot, so it could have been a rolling start out of receiver. I couldn't see it from up here.
Yeah, Bergeson was not happy either. 56 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. 2 receivers to Carson's right, 1 to his left, plus the tight end. Griffin still in there at the running back position to Carson's left. Takes the snap. Looks down the middle. Walden catches it at the 47. Going to get up to the 48.
Another flag.
Another flag.
On the tackle. There is a flag on the field.
And maybe an ineligible man downfield. Thought I saw one of the refs put his hand on his head for that signal.
Yep. You got it right.
Back it up 5 more. 1st and 20 now for Homewood at the 30-yard line. 33 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
I will calm Glenn down. Penalties.
3 already in the first quarter. You know, nothing drives me crazier, Chet.
From their own 30.
Nothing drives me crazier.
Clock is running down to 20.
They just going to let it go?
Oh, no, their clock kind of glitches a little bit. are going to have to snap it one more time here in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Felton goes in motion to the left. And another flag. This time,
flag on the field.
it's going to be, well,
it looks like
Cam got to be on us. Pre-snaps got to be on us. All right, we've now equaled our number of penalties last week in the first quarter.
Still 9 seconds left to go. Back it up. 5 more. Another 5-yard penalty. 1st and 25 now from the 25 of Homewood. And now they don't have to snap the ball. Well,
you say 1st and 25, you might as well just go ahead and say 1st and a mile and a half.
First in a bunch. That's what my dad always said. And they are going to run this clock here. 4 seconds left. And it'll get down to 0, so no snap here. And that is the end of the first quarter. Homewood up 6-0 over Briarwood. You're listening to Homewood Football. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
Friday Night Lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
Baptist Health is on your team. Where every play, every cheer, every moment matters. From everyday care to life's emergencies, we've got you covered. Our commitment to your care and the health of our community is at the heart of everything we do. Baptist Health. On your team, on and off the field.
The broadcast team is outfitted by 18 South, a premium lifestyle boutique for men and women located right there in West Homewood. No matter the occasion, we've got a look for you. Dress like a champion by 18 South today. 18 South, the proud sponsor of Homewood Athletics.
Thank you so much to all of our red sponsors as well for sponsoring all of our games. As Cotton Construction bringing you this game today between Briarwood and Homewood. The Battle of the Woods. Camo was what everybody wore to school today. Great to see everybody dressed in that. 1st and 25 as we start the second quarter. Carson, 2 receivers to his right. Going to throw it to his right. That is out to Walden, and he's going to get some decent yardage back here on first down, up to about the 42. Well, I'm marking down to 41, says where his knee went down. And now it'll be 2nd and 14, which is actually a positive.
Yeah, excellent play call. You had Felton up top. He handled his guy, and then it's one-on-one on the safety, and he couldn't get there. Walden's so fast, you kind of underestimate that, and that guy, he didn't get there in time.
Yeah, put a good move on him.
Yeah, that's big. Now we're in 2nd. Let's get about 7 more back and try to get third and manageable.
2nd and 14, Carson. 3 receivers to his left. Griffin lines up to his left. Going to throw it to Walden again. In and out of his hands. Almost an interception there for Briarwood, but that is Brant Aho coming in to almost make that interception for the Lions, but luckily it's going to be 3rd and 14 here for the Patriots.
You know, Glenn, I felt like we've controlled the first quarter, but we're only up 6-0, and then that was really close because it was slightly behind Walden. He reached up, tipped it, and we're lucky he didn't take it to the house.
Yeah, you say we've controlled it, so the only thing that's hurt us is penalties,
That's right.
I mean, let's
Yeah, self-inflicted.
call it what it is.
3rd and 14 now. DeCoudra's going to go in motion, give 2 receivers to each side. Griffin to Carson's left. Going to take the snap, drop back to pass, looking to his left. He's going to roll out to his left, has to scramble, still looking to find something. Passes line of scrimmage, can't throw it anymore, going to be taken down just past the original line of scrimmage at the 41 of Homewood, and Homewood will have to punt it away.
Well, at least we got a chance to get a good punt here and pin them, maybe.
Got a little bit back there, but still, I understand why it was a low-scoring game with Oak Mountain, 14-3. As you can see, Briarwood's defense standing strong here, but the offense not able to do much.
Yeah, Coach Forster's always known for very good defensive Briarwood teams, from when he was a player to being a D coordinator for Coach Yancey, and then now as a head coach.
On to punt for Homewood. 19 Thompson. Deep to receive for the Lions.
Butler snap good. Punt is away. High booming punt, going to be fair caught at the 22 for Briarwood. 23 Stop walking, 23. There we go. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. 10-16 left to go in the first half here.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Coach Forrester defense, they want a grind type game here. Want to be able to run Wildcat. So let's see what they're going to line up in.
First and 10 to 23 for Briarwood. Dedman takes the snap, throws it out to his left. It's caught coming across the middle. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, and he is off to the races. Finally brought down the field by John Martin, able to take him down eventually, but that pass was caught by Tram Walker. And a large gain getting in Homewood territory, I believe for the first time tonight, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Briarwood at Homewood's 20. I'll mark it down at the 28.
Yeah, very similar to the play that we hit them on. Got right underneath the safety, and big play for Briarwood right there. Flip the field position.
Let's see how the Homewood defense responds here. Dedman, 2 receivers to his left. Tight end receiver to his right. He's going to take the snap, look to his right instantly, and just overthrows his receiver, not even really paying attention. And it's going to be 2nd and 10.
It was intended for 13 Campbell.
We were right there on him on coverage there. They're fortunate there because we were close to stepping in there and getting that.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous. 2nd and 10 now from Homewood's 28. Dedman with trips to his right, 1 receiver to the far side.
All right, Henry Templeton's walked up. All right, we got a reverse.
Good read there from Luke Eldridge to get that second man.
The reverse to Campbell.
But they will call a holding penalty and back it up. But if you did decline that, you would have a 3rd and 13. Or you can back it up and have a 2nd and 20. What do you do here? Do you take it or you decline it?
I'm going to back him up.
Yeah, back him up for sure.
I still take my defense over their quarterback. He made a good throw on that, but I want to put pressure on him. I thought Oak Mountain did a good job last week, and we've got a good defensive front. All right, looks like he's going to decline it. No, he's going to walk him back. We were right, Glenn. Send him back. Thank you, Coach Lawrence.
Did get a loss, so, could have potentially seen a decline there, but obviously more of a loss with 10 as opposed to 3. It will still be 2nd down, though.
This is when you've got to watch out for some kind of jailbreak where they'll roll right, throw it back to the left.
Going to send 2 receivers to each side. Back in the backfield with Jackson Rayer, the junior, is Dedman.
38.
Takes the snap, looks to his left at first, then looks over to his right, going to throw it deep, way over the head of intended receiver Walker there for Briarwood. Good coverage, but it was way overthrown anyway there over on the right side for Briarwood.
Now I know Coach Lawrence is over there yelling at our defensive backs, but I take them throwing a home run right there on 2nd and 20.
He was just throwing to a spot in the field. He really was.
3rd down for the Lions.
Tried to look everybody off, looking to the left. Just couldn't connect on the right, but either way, good coverage out there.
Territory here. We're going to have to stop them twice.
Yeah, kind of that territory Homewood was. Basically the same part of the field with the quarter switch. 8:56 left to go in the first half. 3 receivers out to Dedman's left. Takes the snap instantly, looks over to the left, looking to go down the middle. Good deflection there from Homewood. That is Tate Burdishaw, the sophomore, coming in to knock that one down.
It is broken up.
4th and 20 now from the 38. And
Major Moore got another lick on the quarterback.
Yep. That's why I was about to ask Glenn, who was that in the face of the quarterback?
4th down and 20.
95 been in the backfield a lot tonight so far. 8:56 left to go on the half. They are going to run a play. Trips to the right.
Quarterback may punt this.
Yeah. Let's see a quick kick here.
Yeah, Briarwood's done this for a long time.
Kick it over to the right sideline. It's going to be fair caught. Probably actually the right choice over there, being a fair catch, because there were 3 Briarwood players ready to catch it. That was John Griffin on the fair catch. And Homewood will take over now at their own 6-yard line. 8:47 left to go in the second quarter.
Need a good drive here, at least to flip the field position.
Absolutely.
Take care of the ball.
it does start to look like it's going to be one of those games, doesn't it?
Yep. My senior year is an 18-13 game. One of those, a lot of missed extra points, tough defensive play from both sides. See a similar game playing out here so far as they're going to be backed up. 6-yard line is where Homewood will start. Worst field position, worst starting field position in the game for the Patriots.
It's the worst field position of the year, of the season.
Yeah. That was going to go to Griffin on the pitch to the outside. He will get up to the 5 and actually lose a yard. There, Carson's pitch.
Witherington just pancaked one of our linemen there. He had good leverage, got him, and they blew up the play. He didn't make the tackle, but he caused the problem.
Yeah, we've been talking about him. We probably should mention, for the folks that don't know, Witherington, number 90 down there, is a commit to Kentucky. So he's an SEC commit. And right now they're using him all over the place.
Definitely been a factor on almost every single play. Carson now standing on the goal line with Griffin to his left. He's going to look to throw it to his right. Throws it across the middle. It's to Walden. Yes. It is caught. He bounces off a defender. He fumbles the ball at about the 25. Was he down? Briarwood comes up with the ball, but the referee is still discussing things at the 25.
I think he's got him down.
Yeah. He was reaching out, so I thought he was down. We'll see what they're
talking about it, though.
The Briarwood coaches are on the field trying to get him to sway it.
They do give it to Briarwood, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 25 of Homewood. Unfortunate right there. Great catch from Walden. Bounced off a defender, kept moving up the field, just got it knocked out. Didn't see if a hand got in there or what.
It's hard. There were about 3 guys on him at the end of the tackle, and referees felt like he didn't get his knee down. All right, big stop here needed for the Patriots.
Now time for the defense to step up. Trips over to the left side of the field, the far side of the field for Dedman. He takes a snap, looks over there, going to throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Caught and down to the 20. Let's see where they mark him. Should be about the 22, 23. They'll mark him at the 23. So a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Cornerback up top almost had his jersey taken off. Either it was a great block or...
From up here wearing Patriot shirts, it sure seemed like one thing. What it was over on the far side of the field, who knows?
John Martin just had to have somebody come out and change his shirt because he was yanked down so hard.
2 receivers to each side. Dedman takes the snap from the shotgun. Looks like he wants to pitch it. Now he's going to throw it downfield. And a massive hit there from the sophomore. Bertishaw hits the receiver, Michael Masterson, and jars the ball loose. He did touch it, but good job there from the defense, 3rd and 8.
Well, you guys have heard me say this before.
Right.
I always feel better when there's a Bertishaw in the secondary.
Well, that was a great play because there was a little bit of seam there. They faked the toss, and then they were trying to hit the seam right up the middle. Actually, in my practice the other day, we threw a touchdown against my defense for freshmen. I coach freshmen, and we faked the toss. Everybody bit, and we threw the touchdown. That's a tough play when you're the safety because you want to run down the alley and make the tackle.
They've tried everything they can to pull the safeties off. Homewood has not bitten on that so far. 3rd and 8. Dedman takes the snap, rolls over to his right. A little bit of pressure coming from behind. And a lot of pressure there coming from Parker Lindsey. He has to get rid of it. And that will make it 4th and 8 from the 23-yard line.
You had Lindsey, Lambert. There was a host of Patriots going after him right there. That was a great job by the defensive front. And again, Lindsey's a heat-seeking missile. He loves contact. I think it was 10 tackles last week.
And 8 yards to go from the Patriots.
So let's see what they decide to do here in the
position.
Go for it. If you don't have a good kicker, you got to go for it here. 4th and 8. Dedman going to put 1 receiver to his left, 3 to his right, spread way out, 1 all the way out at the numbers. Try to draw Homewood off sides. Nothing happening. Good discipline from Homewood's defense.
Yeah, Chet, talk about what we do in those situations.
Timeout on the field.
When they're trying to draw us off sides.
All right, Coach Lawrence, usually, Coach Poe, you see our line gives up about a half yard just in case. We trust our defensive linemen, but you get up there and adrenaline's flowing. That way if they flinch, they just, we don't jump off sides. So really, linebackers at that point are yelling, "Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball." I know as a coach, we're yelling on the sideline, "Watch the ball." Briarwood's always done stuff like this. The worst part was they used to do the shift.
That shift caught everybody off guard, not just Homewood, not anybody. Everybody was caught off guard by that shift. It's the kind of thing you get used to, but you get used to about halftime. And there's still the occasional thing right here on fourth down. You've got your knuckles are white, you're down, and then they get you to jump off sides, and then makes it a 4th and 3 or maybe a more manageable field goal. But instead, 4th and 8, Homewood discipline there, not jumping off sides. Let's see what play call they decide on here as the offense does come back out. Not sure the kicking game for Briarwood here would have been about a 40-yard field goal.
All right, they had Whitehead, 11 in the slot. He had 4 catches last week against Oak Mountain.
Takes the snap, rolls over to his right, had 3 receivers over there. Going to throw it into the end zone, and it is too far. It goes in the hands of the receiver, but he drops it. Even had he pulled that in, he was a step too far out of the end zone. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Homewood takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Good coverage there. They were trying to, I was looking at the receivers on the right side, and then they did a throwback. Obviously, they saw something on film, but our defensive backs didn't bite, and they were there.
So, guys, after the fumble, Briarwood totaled 2 yards.
The defense has played strong.
That's how you cover a fumble.
That is right.
Them from moving the ball.
Defense has played strong for both teams tonight. 6-0 the score. Homewood leads here. 7:18 left to go in the first half. As Carson brings the team back out, 3 receivers to his left, 1, and is Felton over to his right. Cam Foster going to go in motion, Griffin to his left. Carson hands the ball off. Griffin goes around right tackle, gets past the 25, up to the 26.5 is where they'll mark him down.
Slow to get up.
Yeah, Glenn, that's where we're going to have to be. Stretch plays, look up there. Sometimes you can get to the line of scrimmage and Xerox the play and see where Knighty is because he's been such a distraction up there. Run away from him and try to get on the edge because up the middle it's been tough sledding tonight.
Yeah.
And I believe that is Henry Stadinka down.
And Berg is out there on the field.
Very versatile player. Can play center, can play right tackle. Tristan Bell will come in. He's on his knees. He's not down, but a little slow to get up. Helmet off there. He's able to get up under his own power. I'd like to see that.
Let's see.
I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's walking off. So
he'll walk off. Ketchum will stay at center. Tristan Bell, number 70, will come in at right tackle for the Patriots. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And a shout out to ATI because we have the best. Those guys do such a good job for us. Logan, Coach Harris, getting our guys back on the field.
2 receivers now to each side as JT Watts goes in motion. He'll block as Carson does roll out to his left. Going to throw it deep for Foster, but not quite far enough as it falls about a yard short. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now for this Homewood offense.
Oh, I thought he might slip it into the tight end. Bootleg right there. JT Watts sealed and then came open late, but he'd already decided to make the longer throw.
Yeah, could have potentially released right there. Sorry, I called you TJ Watts earlier. It's JT Watts.
The incompletion brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 6 for this Homewood offense. 7:01 left to go in the second quarter. 2 receivers to each side.
They got 90 lined up on the end again.
Tries to get a little push in there. Carson throws it up, almost tipped up and then caught from Felton, but couldn't quite bring it down. A little too high, and that'll be 4th down for the Patriots.
Broken up by Johnson.
All right, I hate to go 3 and out there, but I will say Tristan coming in at right tackle. The guy got a little bit on the edge, but he fought, kept his body, and he's a big boy and was able to at least set the edge and give him some time to throw on the outside.
Good thing with this offensive line for Homewood, 6 very good offensive linemen there, able to play multiple positions. As I mentioned, Stud playing multiple positions. Bell able to come in at right tackle. All right, the punt is away. Little pressure.
Man, he booms those things.
Fair catch called for at the 38 and caught And Briarwood will start there first and 10. 6:47 left to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back right here with Homewood Athletics.
Friday night lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
Baptist Health is on your team. Where every play, every cheer, every moment matters. From everyday care to life's emergencies, we've got you covered. Our commitment to your care and the health of our community is at the heart of everything we do. Baptist Health. On your team, on and off the field.
Welcome back to Briarwood Christian School, 6-0. The Patriots ahead of the Briarwood Christian Lions, 6:47 left to go in the first half. Briarwood starts first and 10. Well, they were going to. Now, timeout called by Briarwood.
They had too many men on the field.
That'll do it to you every time. You had I guess they took the water timeout there, which is a little bit of a longer break, and then they had to call a timeout for too many men.
We had fool's gold early that first drive. And now this is a typical Homewood Briarwood game.
Yep. We'd like to thank our Red Level Premier sponsors with Homewood Athletics. They are Waverly Advisors, Town and Country Ford, Dazio, Friedman, and Zelenas, Cotton Construction, and Social Taco. We thank them for their amazing support of Homewood Athletics. If you have any interest in joining this growing list of sponsors, please contact the Homewood Athletic office.
All right, so now if they've corrected things, 6:47 still to go. First and 10 at the 38 for Briarwood. And that is the new quarterback in there, number 3, Barnes. He'll get up to the 44, so a gain of 6 on first down.
That's what we need to get away from them, because that's what they want to do to us. Bring in and then grind out and try to win at the end of the game. We really need to get a stop here. 2nd and 4.
Can't let him cross midfield here. Need to try to control field position. His 2 receivers line up to the left, but Barnes still in the game. He's going to run it to the right, and he is
drag him down.
Drugged down by Major Moore. So they have a 90 in the backfield. We have a 95 in the backfield on almost every single play. Good job there for Moore. 3rd and 4 upcoming.
And the best thing about that, Glenn, he is coming back for 2 more years after this.
2 more years.
Yes.
He had the hardest last year. He had the hardest lick of the season in that minor game. Remember that lick?
All right, this is a big play right here. We need to get, like you said, John, we need field position.
Get off the field.
Get off the field.
3rd and 4 here. Trips to Dedman's left. That is still Barnes, and he throws it too high for the receiver, so it'll be 4th and 4 now. When that ball went in the air, I thought Dedman was back in, but they kept Barnes, and he was unable to connect.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing right there. And that ball went about 4 yards over his head.
Yep. So Briarwood will be forced to punt. So a 3 and out. After that, you'll have Briarwood kicking from the 44. Homewood's receivers will line up at about the 15.
All right, Barnes is a sophomore.
For Goldstein, also back deep.
Punt is away. A little bit of pressure from Homewood. It'll be called at the 18. And over to the right.
Goldstein
breaks 1 tackle. Goldstein up to the 35. Let's see where they mark him out. 36, 37, 38.
Now that at least flips the field, if nothing else.
It does. And a good job to go around the right, even though he was lined up to the left. Griffin was on the right, able to go around, find some blocking over there. That old blocking drill for the punt when they make you kind of line up around the edge over there. Good job. And Homewood starts 1st and 10 at their own 38, but decent field position compared to where they have been the last couple of the drives.
I was glad to see Reed catch it. So many times in the past we've let it roll. Reed's a sophomore. He'll be back there for a long time.
Don't get me started on that.
That's why I said
our history of letting punts roll.
Yeah, so that was good right there for Reed Goldstein.
Carson, 2 receivers to his left. Kudras goes in motion over to his right with Watts. Griffin's going to run right behind him, breaks through a hole, and gets up to the 44 before he is eventually pushed out of bounds. Good run there from Griffin behind the 2 tight ends.
All right, then that was where the coach got excited because we ran behind both tight ends right there. We got 2 just behemoth tight ends that get after it, and I thought Glenn was going to tackle me up here. We were excited. We were those tight ends. That's our advantage.
Right.
Run outside and get behind those 2 big guys.
And hopefully that'll get Griffin going too. He's had the rough slaying so far.
Yeah. Watts goes in motion again, tucks in behind left tackle. Griffin going to take the ball again, goes around. Bell has to push his man in the backfield, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, though, and it's going to be 2nd and 4 for Homewood.
So that time we ran behind our new guy in the game. Watts was over here. Watts handled his guy. I really want to run behind these tight ends right now.
Correction, 3rd and 4.
Griffin had to make a great move just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they brought Watts in, thought maybe go around left side right there behind him and the left tackle. Yeah. But instead, it'll be 3rd and 4 from Homewood's 44. Need to get up to the 48 to get a first down, waiting for the play call to come in.
All right, I'd like to see, we got 4 receivers over here. One will go in motion here.
Empty backfield right now.
I want Carson to run it.
Griffin does indeed go into motion over to the right side. Quick pass to Griffin. He catches it
first
a little.
Down. That'll work.
A little quick, but still able to get his hands on it and bring that one in for the first down.
When he goes in motion, you get the edge on the linebacker. He gets to see what coverage they're in. Are they in 2-man? And they're usually going to play zone, and then you can get right there. That's a great throw by Carson.
First down now right at the 48. He got right up to the line. 4:16 and counting left to go here in the first half. 1st and 10, 2 receivers, 2 each side for Carson. Griffin in the backfield.
You'll probably have an out route in the corner, or we may run double posts here. All right, he didn't like what he saw.
Timeout there from the Patriots. We'll take it too. We'll be right back here with Homewood Football.
In every moment, greatness awaits for the bold, the visionary, and those ready to take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Thank you to all of our white level sponsors for Homewood Athletics, including Bryant Bank, Lakeshore Benefit Alliance, Paramount and El Barrio in West Homewood, Piggly Wiggly, Robbins and Morton, The Edge, Twin Construction, and Apex.
Thank you so much to all of our white level sponsors for your support of Homewood Athletics. Make sure to download that Homewood Athletics app for live scores, see our sponsors, access to all of our broadcasts, and more.
They've got Witherington over the ball that time, Chet.
Carson able to get it away to Watts. He'll get up to the 48. They'll put him down to 47 of Briarwood. So back across the 50 now for Homewood.
Well, after our Bama ad we had, that play actually is called Bama. It's an RPO, and then the tight end comes across the formation. We were able to, Carson can come up. If the linebacker comes, gets him, he dumps it to Watts. Nice first down, 5-yard gain.
2nd and 5 now at the 47 of Briarwood for Homewood. 3 receivers to the left. Griffin lines up to Carson's right. DeCoudres goes in motion to be over on the same side as, I believe, Watts. Yes, Carson's going to run behind him. And that was Goldstein in there blocking. And a first down run there from Carson. He'll get all the way up to the 35.
Coach must have seen something because he's really pounding the short side of the field. That's about 3 or 4 runs here we've had to the short side.
The play gain 12 yards.
Yeah, and both of those, 90 was lined up over the ball.
At the Lions 35.
Briarwood will call a timeout to figure things out. 1st and 10 from the 35 for Homewood. 3 minutes even left to go here in the first half.
Right when I toured Stanford's campus, I immediately felt a communal atmosphere and environment.
A lot of parents, they're looking for a place where their children can come, they can continue to grow in Christ, they can feel safe, and they can be encouraged and motivated.
We promise them that when they come, they're going to be surrounded by people who love them, who help them to find meaning and purpose in their life, and who really help them to flourish and become the men and women that God is calling them to be.
Out of every place that I could have gone, this was the place for me.
Friday night lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
We appreciate our Blue Level sponsors for their support of Homewood Athletics, including Eskridge and White, McElhaney Law, AmFirst Bank, Milo's, and C-Spire.
1st and 10 for Homewood at the 35, 2:57 left in the second quarter. Carson takes the snap, fakes a handoff to Goldstein, looking deep, going to throw it deep for Felton, all over his back. Pass interference on the Lions. Still tried to haul it in.
He had to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Touchdown otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't the NFL. We're going to get it up at the 2 or anything, but penalty taken for Briarwood, so that'll move it up.
Excellent throw. Yeah, that's all he could do was grab the guy's jersey.
And right to Felton.
Yeah, and I would say overall, with the speed we have, their junior corners have hung in there tonight. They were really, other than the big play getting underneath him, he was pretty close to covering him there, but he had no option there.
So the ball will move up 15 yards from the 35 to the 20, and that'll be a First U.S. Bank first down for the Patriots.
Pass interference against the Lions.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right as Taku just comes over to the left.
From the Lions 20.
Going to throw it quickly out to Walden. Walden, 1 man to beat, gets past him. Whoa! Gets close to the end zone. He'll go out at about the 3. They'll mark him out at the 4. And it'll be 1st and goal. Another First U.S. Bank first down for the Patriots.
Excellent run, but tremendous block by Cam Foster right there. He blocked the guy and they're playing soft corners, and he got down there about 8 yards, broke down, and Toby Taylor would be proud. He'll grade well on that one.
Yeah, once somebody came over, it was basically 1-on-3, and still able to get a big gain out of it.
I'd love to see us pound this one in.
Yeah, I'm looking
against that big D line
Carson
they've got
right here.
Goldstein to Carson's left. He will take the ball, bounce out to the left.
Oh.
Gets hit in the leg.
sir.
He does not go down. That is a touchdown from Reed Goldstein. He gets hit in the legs. Looks like he's going down. Keeps his feet. Gets in the end zone.
That is the definition of would not be denied right there.
Absolutely. 12-0 now. The Patriots on top of the Briarwood Christian Lions. They will kick the extra point here.
The good moments Reed Goldstein had last year. He took a screen pass at the end of the half I talked about last week, 50 yards on the last play of the half. That's better. Varsity level. That was an incredible run, keeping his feet going. Touchdown Patriots.
Judson Eanes on to kick. The kick is up.
And
the kick is good. 13-0 now. Homewood leads Briarwood in this rivalry game. 2:25 left to go in the first half. We'll be right back here with Homewood football.
Friday night lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
The broadcast team is outfitted by 18 South, a premium lifestyle boutique for men and women located right there in West Homewood. No matter the occasion, we've got a look for you. Dress like a champion by shopping at 18 South today. 18 South, the proud sponsor of Homewood Athletics.
Yes, I'd like to thank them for these nice shirts I'm wearing tonight.
Thank you so much to 18 South for giving us the shirts, outfitting us, and giving us nice comfy chairs to sit in when we're at home. We are not at home right now. We are sitting in old school chairs at Briarwood Christian School, but still a nice overall facility as the kick is off. Judson Eanes puts it down right to the goal line, and they will call the touchback just inside the goal line. This field nice turf field now, has had its moments with grass as Briarwood made those deep playoff runs. And that nice yellow playoff grass you get sometimes. But thank you so much to the Lions for letting us sit in the press box. A lot of away schools do not let you sit in the press box. But
Even if the chairs do feel like the cafeteria.
It's still better than that concrete that's sitting right in front of us.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 20. And they do put Dedman out. Well, did they? I always say they are. Dedman going to throw it out to his right. It is caught by Walker, and it'll be up to the 27. So a 7-yard gain there on 1st down. Don't need to let Briarwood get a little bit of a run here with the 2-minute drills. We're getting close to that mark in the first half.
We're playing soft there, and they just took what was there. Short route, 7 yards.
2 receivers each side. Dedman's going to pitch it out, this time to the running back. That is Thompson. And he will get the first down up to the 30, just inside the 34 of Briarwood. So a first down for the Lions.
The Patriot tackle made by 11 Burdishaw.
All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Our secondary's playing soft here. 1:57 left.
Down from their own 34.
Don't need to give up too much here. Pass from Dedman going out to the left to Walker again. Breaks one tackle. Going to get up to, they'll mark him down just inside the 40 at the 39. Still a 5-yard gain on first down.
The main thing when we're playing that soft is we have to make sure we tackle, because we don't want to give up the big play here before the end of the half, but we've got to rally and tackle.
2nd and 5 for the Lions. 3 receivers to Dedman's right. He's going to roll to the right. Trying to find something. Major is all in his face again. And need to be careful there with Eldridge. If you're a little close to that line, they may still throw the flag when you hit the quarterback, but pushes him out for, let's see, they'll give him a 3-yard loss.
Coach Forster a little nicer than he's on the far side, away from where that official was. I might have been in his ear right there trying to get a flag.
36.
Yeah, I think you could have pleaded your case and maybe gotten a little something there if you were Briarwood, but a loss nonetheless. 3rd and 8, 1:26 because he went out of bounds. Clock stops. 3 receivers out to his left. Going to look over there and throw down the middle about 15 yards, and it is knocked away by French.
That's as good a coverage as you can get. He might have had a quarter step, and then he saw the ball throw. He got that hand up there and deflected it. Eldridge did a great job taking the tight end away. Eldridge having a great game. He's flying to the ball tonight, and then covering that tight end's huge because those guys coming across the middle. You're playing zone, but you got to find that guy.
Lindsey was the one all over the field last week. Eldridge doing a good job of that, and Lindsey as well. But good coverage right there from French, getting the hand up. And a couple of nice pass deflections, batting that down for the Homewood secondary. So Briarwood having to punt this one away. 4th and 8 for the Lions. Back deep, Griffin and Goldstein. This one going to go to Goldstein. He will fair catch it at the 25, and that is where Homewood will start. 1:12. So not a ton of time left. Do you call it and go into the half? Do you try to go deep and make something happen?
I put the ball up. What do you do, Chet?
I love watching the ball go up, but I'm not the coach down there trying to make a logical decision.
I was letting Glenn go first since the professor here. He's putting it through the computer. Coach Walker probably, sometimes you can, I might go, I'm probably going to run a curl with a wheel route, and where you have something safe and then something home run. So I would go out and throw first down.
What do the analytics say? That's what college football has become now. Carson takes the snap, drops back, gets a hand on him. That was 90, and now he's going to throw it deep for Walden, and he catches it, and he is going to stay on his feet, goes down eventually. They'll mark him down at the... Let's see where they actually put him down. It was about the 12 or 13.
Like I said, I put the ball up.
He ran it through the professor's
There is
computer.
a flag over here on the near side.
No.
Right in front of the coach. I didn't see it until the referees talked. Ineligible man downfield, so this one's coming back.
We're shooting ourselves in the foot all night, guys. That's 5 penalties.
I'd like to know which one on that, because sometimes it could, if it's Bell, young guy, but I didn't see who it was. The key there, you trust your senior quarterback.
Yep.
You know, and that's why you go drop back to pass. And we had some guys intermediate, and then the play broke down, and then he could allow it to stretch. And you can't cover guys 7 seconds. And our receivers.
Yeah, that's the thing as an offensive lineman always killed me was you see your quarterback pull it down, and you trust your quarterback's legs. Let's go. I'm going with you. Let's go.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're 5-10 yards down the field, and he decided to stop the line and pull it up and throw it, and did kind of act like he wanted to run right there. And so it'll be 1st and 15 for the Patriots, just inside a minute. 59 seconds left to go here in the first half, up 13-0. Now let's see what they do.
Now I sit on it.
Behind the sticks, been a common phrase here for Homewood's offense tonight.
Yeah, I'd get up there with 2 tights and run Carson on a run, or here some kind of zone, RPO, just something where he can make the decision.
2 receivers to each side. Witherington lined up on left tackle this time. You're going to bring Felton over to put 3 receivers to the left. Carson going to throw it to Walden again, short. Tries to make one man miss. A good block out there by
complete to Walden.
So Ketchum had a good block out there, came out and just leveled a linebacker, but a flag comes in from the back judge, and let's see what exactly that is.
There is a flag on the play.
All right, so this was the back line judge here. Looks like he's going to call it on Foster, but I'm not sure. Blocking the back.
Illegal use of hands.
So that will back it up again.
And that last one was a loss of down, you know, on the penalty before.
Yeah.
So now to be 2nd and a lot.
We'll call it 2nd and 19 after the gain. Back it up 10. So the ball's at the 16-yard line now. 33 and counting. They do have to snap it one more time. About 8-9 seconds difference between play clock and game clock.
It is 2nd and 20 Patriots from their own 16.
I don't believe any timeouts left for Briarwood.
See, this is where it was easy for freshman ball. I was in this situation and had Quincy McGee come in at quarterback, and we went empty and ran 70 yards down the middle of the field. Their D-line's a little better than a freshman D-line.
You got the refs talking about something out here.
I would put it in Carson's hands and just maybe run a zone read here.
Witherington wasn't out there for that game?
No. It's like Jakari Haynes. Some of those guys do not see Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Not sure what that discussion was. Still 2nd and about 19. They've
got 90 lined up at defensive end again on the left.
Didn't have to snap it, but they will. Griffin will take it around the left side. He'll get up to the 30, 35, tries to set his feet, 40, 45, 50, and they will say he stepped out of bounds. They snapped with about 3 seconds left, so not going to get another play, 13-0.
And you said he was on left side.
Went away from him, yeah.
That's right.
That's what I do.
And with our tight ends being so mobile in motion, we can do that kind of thing.
So 13-0. Homewood leads Briarwood here at the half. Homewood Patriot Marching Band will come up here first since we are on the road. We'll let you listen to them and then get Briarwood's band and be back with the 3rd quarter right here with Homewood Athletics.
Friday Night Lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
We proudly present the Homewood Patriot Marching Band. The Patriot Band is under the field direction of drum majors Shelby Parks, Becca Pearson, Hayden Taylor, Maddie Taylor, and Anna Peterson. The Star Spangled Girl captains are Mary Lois Foley, Kate Jackson, and Evie Strickland. The Patriot Guard captains are Elison Longinos Villanueva, Ash Moran, and Harshini Ramesh. Our show this year is titled Joyful Nation, with hits from American artists Carrie Underwood, Marilyn Monroe, Ella Fitzgerald, Grand Funk Railroad, Christina Aguilera, and Leonard Skinner. The Homewood Patriot Bass. And now, by Grand Funk Railroad, we're an American band. Feature the Patriot Guard and Star Spangled Girls with Harlem Nocturne and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Today, these students will once again step off as Alabama's representative for the 135th Tournament of Roses Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, the Homewood Patriots marching band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Homewood Patriot marching band.
Friday Night Lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
Baptist Health is on your team. Where every play, every cheer, every moment matters. From everyday care to life's emergencies, we've got you covered. Our commitment to your care and the health of our community is at the heart of everything we do. Baptist Health. On your team, on and off the field.
Welcome back in to Briarwood Christian School. Homewood up 13-0 as we are at halftime. Going to run down some scores here. We'll start in Class 7A as a matchup I was keeping an eye on. It's early because they're playing in Georgia. Thompson taking on Grayson. Battle of number 1 in Alabama, number 1 in Georgia. 2 top 25 teams in the country. Goes the same way as it did last year. I called that game at Thompson. It was a 1-point loss in overtime, and it's a 1-point loss in overtime again for Thompson. So Thompson drops to 1-1 on the season. Central Phoenix City up 31-28 on First Academy. Honestly, I have no idea where that is. Pike Road up on Enterprise 17-10 at the half. Hoover up on Spain Park 14-3 at the half. Spain Park now down with us in 6A, losing to Hoover. Daphne up on Pine Forest 25-6. Mary Montgomery up 14-13 on Gulf Shores. Oak Mountain up 17-7 on Pelham. Huntsville up 7-0 on May Jemison. Obviously, most of these are non-region games, but Region 1 is in region. Baker up 28-0 on Alma Bryant. Viger up on Tuscaloosa County 28-14. Austin up 30-0 on Decatur. Hewitt-Trussville over Gadsden City right now in the second, 35-7. And Prattville on top of Stanhope-Belmore 22-6.
Patriot fans, stay up to date on all things Homewood Athletics with our brand new mobile app. Available in the App Store and Google Play. Get updated scores, roster schedules, and live updates from all Homewood sports. Download the Homewood Athletics mobile app today.
We'll have some stats here in a second with the coach, Chet Walker. But real quick, in 6A, some scores that may interest Homewood fans out there, Parker and Mountain Brook right now at the half. Parker up 14-3 on the Spartans. Homewood will face both of those, Mountain Brook in that non-region week 5, and then Parker near the end of the season for what could be the region championship if it all goes like it did last year. Buckhorn up on Athens 10-3. Gunnersville up on Fort Payne 14-10. Pike Road, I mentioned that one. Let's see. Theodore and Spanish Fort tied at 14 apiece. They are also in region play down there. McAdory up 19-14 on Helena. Coleman down to Mortimer Jordan. Homewood's opponent next week at home 14-0 at the half. Jackson Nolan down to Hartselle 23-0 at the half. Moody up on Oxford in the second quarter 24-0. Moody pretty powerful down in 5A now. I mentioned Oak Mountain up 17-7 on Pelham. You also have Saraland up 26-0 on Blunt. Let's see, some other scores. Actually, that is all that I have. So before we get to some stats, thanks to all of our great sponsors.
Hey, Homewood fans, it's time to be a great teammate. Head to the Homewood Athletics mobile app and click on Be a Great Teammate link under the fan zone to make a donation to support Homewood Athletics. Great teams have great teammates, so show that you're a great teammate today. Like my good teammate here, Coach Chet Walker.
Thank you, Glenn, for the nice compliment. I do have the total stats. I don't have individuals here. I do want to thank David Schneider, owner of Urban Cookhouse. He is one of my assistant coach on the freshman level, doing a great job just providing us with his services, doing the stats. So with Homewood, we had 13 attempts rushing for 42 yards, 3.23 average, 0 TDs passing. Carson was 11 for 17 for 125 yards, 65% completion, 11.36 per catch, 1 touchdown. Okay, so the opponent, Briarwood, we had 8 rushing attempts for 8 yards. That's tremendous. That's Glenn Brasher defense. Not a bad average. And then we had throwing 6 for 16 for 69 yards, and most of it was on the one play, 11.5 per, and then 77 total yards for Briarwood, and Homewood had 167. And then Glenn, the penalties. That was the big thing there.
6 penalties.
Yeah.
6 penalties.
So the 6 penalties, I don't have the yardage here. He did not send those to me. And then they have, I think, 2 penalties for them, so for Briarwood. So good half, but it's the self-inflicted wounds. I did get to go talk to the coaches for a minute, and that was the big thing. How are you doing? You're just trying to get a feel where they're coming off, and it's really more about us not taking care of ourselves. That last block, they said it was a crack kind of block. It wasn't a put, the push in the back. But that's the key, is take away those penalties.
And not to mention we've had a fumble, and we don't fumble the ball very much at all.
And that was an effort one. So, you're right. The turnover, he was a lot of times.
It was after a great game. Yeah, great pitch and catch, and then just turned it over there. Had that lineman, had a couple linemen downfield penalties there. One on a massive play that could have potentially ended up turning into 6 there. So, yeah, it definitely has been mistakes here for Homewood in this first half. You hear the Briarwood band in the background. 5 minutes to go until we start the second half. We'll be right back. Here from Briarwood Christian School, the Homewood Patriots up 13-0 on the Briarwood Lions.
In every moment, greatness awaits for the bold, the visionary, and those ready to take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Right when I toured Stanford's campus, I immediately felt the communal atmosphere and environment.
A lot of parents, they're looking for a place where their children can come, they can continue to grow in Christ, they can feel safe, and they can be encouraged and motivated.
We promise them that when they come, they're going to be surrounded by people who love them, who help them to find meaning and purpose in their life, and who really help them to flourish and become the men and women that God is calling them to be.
Out of every place that I could have gone, this was the place for me.
For everybody listening to tonight's broadcast, want to remind you that Sam's Super Sandwiches there in downtown Homewood, they're going to be open late tonight, and after every Homewood game, they're going to open at 9, stay open until 11:30. So thank you so much to Ted and Sue Graffis, the late, great Sam Graffis, for their continued support of Homewood Athletics. They will be open tonight till 11:30, so if you're looking for something to eat after the game when you head back home to Homewood, make sure to stop downtown, get you something at Sam's Super Sandwiches. Don't forget to download our mobile app. We'll have live scores, updates, news. You can find the links to listen to this broadcast on YouTube, the NFHS Network, Mixler. If you just want to listen to the broadcast while you're at the game, you can find everything there. Plus, if you're a parent, you can download the app and find access to star tutoring, NCAA information, all kind of eligibility stuff there. So make sure to go download the Homewood mobile app and stay up to date on literally everything. We had all kind of stuff come out from volleyball this week, cross country, flag football getting a big win at Brookwood. So make sure to download the app, and you can keep track of everything when it comes to Homewood sports, both high school and middle school. Middle school started their season last night. I believe the 7th grade got a win over Simmons. 8th grade fell by a point. But download the app, get that. And also, you heard Glenn mention it, our Be a Great Teammate fundraiser. Just go to the Homewood Athletics mobile app, click on the Be a Great Teammate link under the fan zone, and make a donation to Homewood Athletics and be a great teammate. And we'll even deliver the sign to your house and put it in your front yard for you if you want, if you donate there. So go to the fan zone, all kind of links right there. You can buy tickets right there. You can donate. You can see all of our great sponsors. Like I mentioned, you can find all of the star tutoring stuff if you're a parent, and NCAA information. The new athletic director newsletter, I think, went out today. We worked on it today. I think it went out today. But you can go check that out as we kind of unveil all of our cool stuff. New concessions, new hires, all kind of fun stuff there. Go check out the athletic director newsletter from Coach Rick Bagley there, our athletic director at Homewood. Sorry, I turned the microphone off.
I do want to give you a shout out since coming on as assistant athletic director. What you've done for us with the technology and moving us forward, where we're taking care of our kids. And I've had so many parents come back to me and say thank you. So I appreciate you doing this for our community, your community.
I appreciate Coach Bagley for reaching out and connecting with me. And I love Homewood. Always have, always will. It's my home. It's where I played in these jerseys, played on this field out there here at Briarwood, and love supporting these kids and the school and the community and the parents and everything. And, glad we have our app now, an updated website, some more social media presence, and all kind of fun stuff, including this broadcast. And I can't thank Kurt, Chet, and Glenn all for jumping on and helping out with this. I'm just over here pushing the buttons, trying to make it happen. Not quite as good at the first game with figuring everything out, but we got it all figured out. Next week, Mortimer Jordan coming into Waltrip Stadium, first region game of the season. I mentioned they're actually winning right now, so they were one of those teams last year, kind of snuck into the playoffs at 3-7. Weird, sneaky team. In those 17 regions, you only have to win 3, and won the tiebreaker after beating Gardendale, upset Gardendale last year. Actually had a better record, but able to make the playoffs there, so they're coming to Waltrip Stadium next week.
They basically had a one-game season last year. Where all they had to do was beat their crosstown rival and get into the playoffs. That's pretty sweet. But Coach has picked them as his dark horse in the region this year, because they had so many young guys that gave us fits last year. Even though we routed them pretty good, they really came after us and never quit.
Can you circle that Parker Mortimer Jordan game then?
Yeah, well, that's
Homewood obviously is going to be a win, but
like last week we were surprised that, of the outcome for their game, because Coach, like you said, Coach Berg really thought, because the quarterback could run, that they hit us in the mouth. They weren't afraid of us. They came out there, blue collar team, came after us. I do want to show a little class with Briarwood. I told you it's a special rivalry. Glenn's talked about that. For Coach Forrester, I was going and digging because I didn't know if I was going to have my historian up here tonight and the professor. Coach Yancey was a Hall of Fame coach, but Coach Forrester,
who was on the field tonight.
Yes, he was. And then Coach Forrester holds this all-time Alabama high school in-season tackle record with 285 tackles in one season.
That's a lot.
And I say that is because his teams on defense play so hard. And can you imagine, he started 3 years at Samford, and he was just, I can imagine a heat-seeking missile. He was always at the ball, and on their 99, team, he was just everything for them. And career tackles, 612. So this game's not over. They're going to come out here and try to hit us in the mouth, get after it, and it's the character of Coach Forrester. So that's my shout out to them. But now it's time for Homewood to turn it on.
It is, and that defense has been good for both teams. Really, the offense has not been able to get going for Briarwood.
Yeah,
but
the unofficial numbers I've got is only 72 yards of offense for Briarwood.
It's been a rough go for them, and really it's been one man on each side, really, because you've had Major Moore on the Homewood side, who has been in the backfield a lot. You've had Witherington from Briarwood, who's been in the backfield a lot. But I think the difference has been Homewood's linebackers have been able to get up there. Lindsey has been able to get up there. Eldridge has been able to get up there, kind of floating around the field, really seeking out the ball. And I think that's been one of the differences on defense, that if you get past 90 for Briarwood, you can make something happen.
And I talked to the staff, and that's kind of one of the things. They are coming to the line of scrimmage and identifying where he is.
And he's moving a lot.
He's in a different place every
time,
play.
and that's why they're moving it, because we're trying to run away and get away from him, because he is just causing havoc on his side of the ball.
Yeah. So I got a question for three of us Homewood born and raised guys up here. What's your favorite order at Sam's?
Every single Friday before a Homewood football game, I would leave the school at 3 o'clock, and I would go to Sam's Super Sandwiches, and I would get 2 cheeseburgers plain, a large lemonade, and 1 oatmeal cream pie.
That's a good order.
Every single game, unless we were in the South when I played, so we had like the random Mobile playoff games and stuff. Obviously, I couldn't go then, but at that point, it would be going to breakfast instead and getting a sausage egg, 2 sausage egg and cheese.
Now, the breakfast food is their best by far, right? But I'm a super dog guy, and the turkey club sandwich.
What's the Charlie Daniels band? I'm a simple man. I'm just a hamburger guy with the chips and a diet drink. You throw that.
Chris Beck is making us take a picture right now, so we're taking
our athletic director is in the box taking pictures now, so we've turned into models. And he says we got a good one.
I can turn the camera around right there and put us on if I want to.
Yes.
There we are. Everybody
Good
wave.
Evening. New shirt. You got the shirts here.
Got the new shirts from 18 South.
Thank you
so much to them. All right, I'll turn it back around. They don't need to see us for too long. They're here to watch a game, not us.
I'm looking forward to this half here. I really do think with our maturity, we'll come out this half and
if we
eliminate the penalties. I really think we're going to do that this half. And because I really don't think it's an official's fault. These things are false starts.
It's almost all offensive line.
Yeah.
Multiple linemen downfield, false starts, illegal procedure, something that it has been, because we had that one drive, 5-year penalty, 5-year penalty, 5-year penalty.
How about this? My offense, my line lovers here, and we're giving but it's true. I will give them a little bit of help here. That one scramble, that's a hard play, but we got to stay within the 4-yard box.
Hey, I've been there. I was actually telling Glenn all my offensive line penalties before we went on the broadcast. I remember when we played Talladega back in 2004, and I had this holding, so it's happened. We've had some holdings.
And fortunately for John, I didn't actually remember that play.
Yeah. It's like, remember this? Oh, I remember that. I kept waiting to get that talking down like you're the one that had that penalty. But, all right, kickoff coming from Homewood. Briarwood will start on offense. Homewood will start on defense. Judson Eanes with kickoff. It will go. It's been right at the line all day.
He stepped on it.
They're going to let him go. He gets up to the 20, to 25, 30, gets hit and taken down.
Okay, I'm a little mad at the ref there. He clearly touched that line.
That was right on the line. Henry Delt taking him down. So Briarwood will start 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And let's see if they come out with Dedman or if they bring out Barnes. They've done a lot with number 3, and here he comes. And most of the time when he's out on the field, he has the ball.
I agree with that call for them. I'm coming out right here, and I'm going to run straight at Homewood. I might run at Major Moore because he's chasing everything down, so I might just run at him and see if it'll do different.
2 receivers on the near side. He will hand it off, though. Hand it off there to number 8, Jackson Ryer, the junior.
But the ball came out.
Luke Eldridge is right there. I'm telling you, Luke Eldridge is having a game. He shot the gap, got back there, and met him about 3-yard gain.
Briarwood wants a penalty on Homewood there, a little pushing around, but they'll keep the flags in their pockets. 2nd down and 7 for Briarwood up at their own 34-yard line, as we're just at the start of the 3rd quarter. So I'll change this to the 3rd quarter. Going to keep it this time is Barnes. He'll get to the 35, really only gain about a yard. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 35 for Briarwood.
All right, great play right there. Templeton. We had, again, Eldridge. All the linebackers are flowing to the ball. And there's the key. The lineman held up their guy. They've made a line substitution. Their younger sophomore lineman is out of the game, and they've brought in, cannot see the number, but they've made a few changes up front.
From their own 35.
Deadman comes back in, 2 receivers to each side. 6 yards to go. He'll take the snap. Looks to his left. Instantly has the ball knocked out. They will call it a fumble. And that was number 2. Was it number 2? Yeah, Henry Templeton coming in there to knock it away. Thought they may give him a little bit of a tuck rule coming forward thing, but he did knock it out before he threw it.
All right, they were trying to pick on a slant and go up top, and we got pressure. Because he may have had that, but again, great job getting pressure, getting to the quarterback and knocking it out of his hands.
Briarwood did fall back on it, so they'll punt 4th and a bunch for the Lions. They're punting from their own 16-yard line.
Goldstein and Griffin deep for the
Punt
Patriots.
gets away. Griffin going to call for the fair catch at the 48-yard line.
Fair catch called for.
And a nice shot there against Parker Lindsay. They're mad about the no call there, which wasn't too late, but they're going to let him know about it. And so Homewood will start. They'll mark him down at the 47, where he actually called it. It'll be 1st and 10 for Homewood there. 9:49 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Great job setting the tone right there by our defense. I'm talking about they were flying around to the ball.
And and they got us the ball right at midfield, essentially.
Yep.
What a hit by Bertishaw, too. We didn't see that on that 3rd down. He came up and drilled that guy. I love a Bertishaw, man.
So Caleb Carson brings them out, 2 receivers to each side. Griffin going to line up to Carson's right. DeCoudris goes in motion over to the right side to put 3 over there. Carson takes the snap, going to throw it quickly out to Felton. Felton is met at the 50, falls forward, gets up getting another 3-4 yards out of it. So a good 1st down gain there from Tamon Felton.
Those are safe plays and great yardage out of Felton right there. He's so fast, it's really hard matchups. That's more of the back throw there, and they put him in a scenario. So that was a pure matchup by Bruner.
Good speed, good falling forward. Right there, 2nd and 3. The ball will be at the 46 of Briarwood. Now 3 receivers, including DeCoudris over on the left, and he'll move back inside to give 2 tight ends.
They're shifting on the defensive line now.
Carson hands the ball to Griffin. He is met instantly at the line. It wasn't 90. I didn't see the number in there that met him, but it'll be no gain. Well, look at him about a yard up to the 45. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was number 16, David Carroll. And I will say, my notes on there, he plays hard, he goes to the ball, and he really got in that gap. He was 5 yards deep and got there before we could get to the line of scrimmage.
More juniors and seniors on this starting defensive 11 for Briarwood. 3rd and 2 now. Carson takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Follows Griffin around right tackle. He'll get the 1st down and up past the 40. Let's see where exactly they say he stepped out. They'll say he's just past the 40 at the 39. So that's a First U.S. Bank 1st down for the Patriots.
My favorite formation, Coach Walker formation. We go 2 tights and ran right behind those guys, and they did a great job getting the push and the 1st down.
Running behind DeCoudris and Watts has been very successful.
Hey, with my cane, I could go out there and run behind those guys.
So let's see what the 1st down call is here from the Briarwood 39. DeCoudris, Felton, and Walden all lining up to the left. Griffin lining up to the left as well. Watts will be the tight end on the right side. DeCoudris shifts inside. Carson takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Griffin. He's going to roll to his right, trying to find somebody. Finds Griffin. Just couldn't slip the ball past Witherington there. He's able to knock it down. If he had, that would have been a nice little gain there for Griffin.
Yeah, he had him open.
They brought the linebacker from the edge and got him out of the pocket, and then that's a great job. Griffin kind of checked down, and big mid of our nemesis there, number 90.
Yeah, just made a good play on the ball.
Yeah, that's one of those that, like you said, everything was done right by the offense, but when you have a talented player like that, just couldn't quite get it past him. So it's 2nd and 10 now from the 39. DeCoudris going to shift from right to left. 2 receivers to the left side. Carson going to spin around, roll out to his left, finds Griffin short. He'll be hit at the 35, breaks 1 tackle, breaks a second, goes out of bounds. Down to the 34, they'll mark him. Oh, yeah, a little further than that, but it'll be, 3rd and 5 from the 34.
Gives us a chance here. we have everything in the arsenal here. We can get Griffin matched up on the flat, get Felton on some short 7-yard curl, something just right intermediate, or you can take a shot with one of them. And then I like Walden here. We're going to have to make sure we mention him.
And 2 plays, most likely, from where you are on the field. You got 2 plays to get it, too.
They got 90 on the line, on the left side of the line.
The empty backfield. Griffin went out, and he's going to throw it down to Felton in his hands and out of his hands a little high. Couldn't haul it in. Griffin was open out to the right if they wanted to do something like that again with an empty backfield and put him in motion. 4th and 5 from the 34.
Guys, not only are they moving 90 around a lot, the guy's a coach on the field. Have you noticed that he's been placing the other players, telling them where to go?
He's almost a middle linebacker up at defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what he's doing.
4th and 5 for the Patriots, getting the play call in from the sideline. Right. Too far for a field goal, too short for a punt.
Tamon Felton limped off, so we have Cornell Warren in at the Z receiver.
So they got 90 over here on our side again.
Going to bring the Cougars over almost to help over there.
Better go away from him.
Carson, pocket collapses around him. He can just run himself. Plenty of room to get the first down. Cuts over to the right, gets up to the 25, down to the 23. They'll say he stepped out. And that is a first U.S. Bank first down.
That back had no chance to make an open field tackle on Carson right there. No chance.
That's the advantage mobile quarterback. He's always been able to make plays with his legs. And now, like that last play, it was a little overthrown to Felton, but he went through his progressions, and he thought he could get it in there, but he still, he'll find Griffin next time.
Yeah, that play in the middle of the field just completely opened up until he was able to get the first down, plus a little yardage. So 1st and 10.
Look what Briarwood's doing now with their linemen. They're trying to disguise what they're doing until the last second. And I think they've confused themselves.
90 lines up at that 3 technique over on right guard. Carson fakes the handoff. Did not fall for it, but still able to get the pass out. To Watts. JT able to get up to the 12, so it'll be an 8.
7-8 makes the Lion tackle.
Carson did a good job there. He had people in his face. And then when you do the bootleg, you're going to have people in your face, but you always have your check down when you have that many people in your face. Good job by Carson.
Didn't know if he got far enough or not. He did, so that will be another first U.S. Bank first down. 6:25 left to go. Now a water timeout as we do in these early games here. So we'll take it with them right here with Homewood football.
I'm good.
Friday Night Lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
We'd like to thank our Red Level Premier sponsors with Homewood Athletics. They are Waverly Advisors, Town and Country Ford, Dalzio Friedman and Zelena's, Cotton Construction, and Social Taco. We thank them for their amazing support of Homewood Athletics. If you have an interest in joining this growing group of sponsors, please contact the Homewood Athletics office.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Carson takes the snap, hands it to Griffin straight up the middle. He'll get up to the 5-6 yard line for his men. He'll go down at the 5, and that'll make it 2nd down and about 3.
All right, Coach, did you see that their defensive linemen were off the ball that time?
Right, and Witherington has his hands on his hips. We're finally starting to get a little battle of attrition here, and our line's doing a good job getting after him.
Been a good long drive, not any really super big plays. It has tired that defensive front out. He is definitely gasping for air down there as he tries to figure out where exactly to line up to stop this Homewood offense as Carson brings him in.
He's sucking gas.
Goldstein now in the backfield. Kudris in motion. Carson going to follow where Kudris went on the left side. He'll get up to the 3-2-1. They'll say he's down. Got into the end zone, but not before he went down on his knees. So it will be 1st and goal from the 1 yard line now.
Now, you know what I would like to see? He's not going to do it. I want to see him get it under center here. and just let the offensive line push them into
Who
the
goes
goal.
under center these days?
Yeah, I know. That's why I say he's not going to do it. It's in the repertoire. They do it.
Homewood from the 1.
It's in the playbook.
Let's see. He keeps faking.
Yeah,
he's just talking to the lineman. He'll stay back there with Goldstein behind him.
But still, let the offensive line do the job.
Broken play. Look for Goldstein to his left. Goldstein went to his right.
Pistol.
And he'll be taken down.
We went in. Sorry about that, but we went into the pistol right there, and it was a slow handoff.
Should have got under center.
We can say center. We run a lot of gun. I would have probably gone down to the right or left with both tight ends, 2 tight end there.
And Carson slow to get up there on the field.
He's got his helmet off.
Helmet's off.
He's
Looks like
grabbing
he's in pain.
his private area.
It was a broken play there.
Calling Will Myers. They're getting him up.
Yeah, here comes Jack.
That looks like an awkward hit.
Jack, thank you.
I'd like to have.
I'd like to have Will, but he's down on the plate. Well, I guess he's out in Waco right now.
In Waco, yeah. So he does get up and walk off. Looks like a hit, maybe either to knock the wind out of him, a hit in the groin area, something like that just kind of shook him up a little bit. So he'll come out. Jack Myers, I assume, will come in.
Come on, line.
2-yard loss by Carson on the previous play.
So actually going to be a wildcat formation here with Goldstein.
From the Lions 3.
Takes a snap, tries to go wide to the outside, gets close, but he's going to be stopped at the 1. Couple of Briarwood Lion players there just to keep him out of the end zone, but still 3rd down, 3rd and 1, or 3rd and goal from the 1, I should say. 4:10 and counting left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
I'm probably going to go do the same thing. If we're not, with him, you're not going to go under the gun. So
get a little bit of head of steam down there.
This is all on the offensive line right now. Get it in there.
Pushes right to the goal line. I mean, it is right there. Homewood says they have it. Briarwood says they pushed him back, and they will call 4th down. It is 4th and goal with inches to go.
We work under center every day at practice. This is where I do wish we had Carson in the game and he could get under center.
Homewood lines up quick. Still 28 left in the play clock.
He's in.
Goldstein, he goes in. Good shift back around behind the center. Catch him, and he's able to push in for the touchdown. 19-0 now in favor of the Patriots. Big score right there on 4th and goal.
That's a crucial situation, obviously. But you had, you see that defensive line was tired. Great job holding those blocks. That's hard, because it wasn't just right in the end zone.
Hardy Butler, the long snapper. Judson Eanes in to kick the extra point. Eanes' kick is up, and it is good. 20-0. Homewood leads Briarwood here. 3:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back with Homewood football.
Baptist Health is on your team. Where every play, every cheer, every moment matters. From everyday care to life's emergencies, we've got you covered. Our commitment to your care and the health of our community is at the heart of everything we do. Baptist Health. On your team, on and off the field.
Good drive.
So a good long drive there from the Patriots. 20-0, 3:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter as Eanes will kick it off to Briarwood. Briarwood's first drive got nothing, and then you got to think that was only the 2nd drive. Briarwood had it once, then 3 and out, and then Homewood had it the entire rest of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I'm willing to give that touchdown to the defense for turning the ball over like that, getting us the ball at middle of the field, because that was only a 53-yard drive.
Yeah. Eanes puts it 5 yards deep in the end zone, so Briarwood will bring it out to the 20. Still haven't figured out uniform touchback rules between high school, college, and the pros. It keeps shifting around.
Yeah.
But
let's just say, well, never mind. I won't say it. I will say this. Briarwood's going backwards. Remember, I said there were 72 total yards at halftime. They're down to 57 now.
I was about to say they lost like 20 or something that last drive. So at quarterback is Dedman, I assume. Can't ever see that whether it's a 2 or a 3 out there to start things off. He pitches it to the running back. That is Thompson, and he will go out about the 22 for a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 now for Briarwood.
Running to the boundary there in our great pursuit. And you're running right there at Major Moore, and they were attacking them, but we had great pursuit by Templeton. The linebackers are just playing just unbelievable tonight.
We should say all senior linebackers.
Yes.
It's all senior core of linebackers.
Yes. Templeton, Eldridge, Lindsay, Luciano, all seniors there, your starters. With the linebackers, tried to get Homewood to jump right there. Didn't jump over the line of scrimmage. It is a dead ball foul in high school if the defense does jump. Dedman takes the snap, looking downfield, looks to his right, throws it deep. Receiver not really paying attention, and it goes way over the head of the receiver.
They're double teaming Major, and he's still blowing him up.
And John Martin
he pressured that.
Yeah, John Martin had him great coverage there. Nowhere to throw the ball.
Good thing about a long drive like that, too, for the Patriots is your defense goes 3 and out and then gets to just chill for what's probably 20 minutes of real time with how long that drive was. And come back out fresh, and so they do not have their hands on their hips like Briarwood's defense did. 3 receivers now, 2 Dedman's left, 1 to his right, running back to his right. Takes the snap, looking downfield again to his left. He's going to go deep down the field, and it's going to
what a play!
Go a little over the head, but doesn't matter because Griffin was right there to swat it away had he been able to get his hands on it.
And once again, the quarterback was pressured by Major, who was again double teamed. The guy is living in the backfield. We can't over-exaggerate how much he's dominating right now.
95 been a problem all night long. They did get positive yardage that time, 2 yards. 4th and 8 now from the 22.
Secondary's playing great, and they're really like a wing and a prayer. They're just dropping back and hoping for something.
Kick very high in the air, going to Goldstein, and he is going to be interfered with. And so he will fall on the ball anyway, but it would have been a flag regardless, and it is a flag, and so this will move up a little more. Interference on Goldstein trying to catch that one.
And we will certainly take it.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say 2:11 left in the third. That clock taken down for Briarwood.
Defense has done a great job. We had a 3 and out. They got the 1 first down, then punt, and then 2 3 and outs here. You can't ask any more out of Coach Lawrence's group.
Yeah, and once again, they've given the offense the ball in great territory here, and then the penalty is going to help even more.
And as fast as that was at 3 and out, I mentioned how long Homewood's defense got to rest. Number 90 comes out with his hands on his hips already because he got no rest because it was another 3 and out. And that's what happens. You got to give your defense time to rest, and Briarwood just could not find that first down. So Homewood takes over. Let's see where exactly they mark it.
I believe that's only their second penalty of the night.
And shout out to our offensive line that last drive. I know Carson can make things happen, but they are getting after it. You got some guys that are really undersized, compared to a couple of those guys for Briarwood, and they're just doing a great job competing.
3 juniors on that offensive line as well, with Calvin McBride and Ketchum from left tackle, left guard, and center. So Homewood gets it up to Briarwood's 47, where they start 1st and 10. 2:11 left to go in the third quarter. Myers takes the snap, hands it to Griffin. Griffin going around right tackle. He'll get past the 45, just past the 45, up to the 44.
I will mention one lineman, Edwin McBride. He's not 6'6", 270. He's 5'11", 185. And I know Coach McBride would be proud of him and just the way those younger linemen compete.
Yes,
great kids, great teammates.
Myers is still in the ball game. I see Carson over there walking around, but 20-0. No reason really for him to come back in right this second. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, hands it off to Griffin again, does Myers, and he'll be hitting the line of scrimmage and push back about a yard to the 45, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
On the line of tackle.
they didn't honor the quarterback as much there. He may could have pulled, but again, I don't know the play call because sometimes we'll call it where we don't want the quarterback to pull.
Right.
A little behind the sticks here again.
3rd and 8, Goldstein now in at running back. Jack Myers in at quarterback, 2 receivers to the left with Kudris on the left, plus Felton over on the far side. Myers takes the snap, going to hand it off to Goldstein. Goldstein cuts up the middle, gets a good gain out of it, but he's going to be...
I think he got it.
The referee walks right on up there to the sticks and gives him a first U.S. Bank first down for Goldstein.
Man, I would love to be able to see us just start to lean on him right here and run the ball all the way down there and kill the clock.
Jack Myers has a very good arm, and I was sitting there like, okay, it's time for Jack to throw the ball here, and then we run on 3rd and 7 straight at them and say, take this.
Yeah, offensive line, right?
That's right. That's
Push
right.
him into the end zone.
I gave the honor.
Right.
You give them praise, and they keep going to do it.
You got to remember, I call plays, and I like to throw the ball, but you got to do it with those linemen.
Myers and Goldstein in the backfield. Going to throw it this time out to Walden.
Oh, good move.
Makes one guy miss. Gets up to the 30, to the 25, down to the 21 before he goes out of bounds.
Cam Foster, that block and a great move. I'm hitting both these guys right here. I love it when those receivers block.
Coach has been talking, all summer long about the fact that Cam is the emerging superstar.
To the Briarwood sideline, where we'll recognize.
How many catches does he have tonight? But it's the blocking. That's tough to do as a sophomore. I'm not getting gratification yet, but I'm doing my job.
Good wide receiver has to be able to catch and block as well. And he did a great job right there. All right, into the 3rd quarter, 20-0. Homewood leads the Briarwood Lions. We'll be back right here with some more Homewood football.
Friday night lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
Saunders, Jr.
If you're dealing with a sprain, strain, ache, or pain, ATI Physical Therapy is here to help you stay on your game. As the official sports medicine provider for Homewood High School and Middle School, ATI Physical Therapy wants you to live, work, and play at your best. Visit I'm going to spell this out because it's a website, atipt.com/sports/med. to learn how physical therapy can help you or to schedule an appointment today. We saw those guys out on the field tonight earlier to take a look at Studinka when he went down. So, Chet, talk a little bit about those guys.
Oh, they do a great job, whether it's a coach with a bad back and let me get stem treatment so I can go out there and coach to my ultimate ability or get these players back on the field. ATI is the best. Coach Harris is one of the best out there, Hall of Fame trainer.
So Homewood takes over, start of the 4th quarter, 1st and 10 at the 22. Myers hands off to Goldstein again, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a tick more. Now they'll say he's just going to be out of the 22, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of running to the short side of the field tonight, trying to get the edge and just get up there, get your 5-6 yards there. They're able to reach it and cut us off.
Let that clock keep on running here. I thought he went out of bounds. They did. He just let it run a couple seconds.
Yeah, let the clock roll.
Yeah. Briarwood's clock is known. It kind of rolls every now and then.
It skips about 4 seconds at a time. Griffin back in the ball game now for Goldstein. He'll line up to the left of Myers. 1 receiver to each side. Tight ends lined up on the right. Myers takes the snap, hands it off to Griffin. He will power up the middle past the 20 and into the red zone up to the 18, where he will go down and get a 4-yard gain for Homewood.
Excellent vision. Had a little bit of pressure on his right side, and he jump cut and was able to get 4 yards there.
Chappie in the game now. Chappie Chaplow in for Griffin. 3 great running backs here for Homewood. Griffin, the senior, Goldstein, the sophomore, and Chaplow, the junior. He will line up in the backfield with Myers.
think we just run this and kick a field goal. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'd definitely run it right here. Just see what you can get. Did get it on 3rd and 7 last time. Chapelleau going to take it. Tries to bounce around to the outside. He's going to go back to his right.
Look at
and
him.
He's going to get all the way to the end zone.
Man, I love that kid.
Chappie to the left, Chappie to the right, all the way in to the end zone for 6. 26-0. Homewood leads.
Yeah, I always say he looks like he runs mad. That time he just ran like a wild man.
Yeah, I thought John was about to call tackle there, and then all of a sudden he bounces out.
And I interrupted John trying to give the score.
No, hey, celebration of a touchdown and 26-0 as we get ready for the PAT from Judson Eames. Butler snap back, kick is up. And the Wade team, PAT is good. Thanks to the Wade team with Arc Realty, Danielle and Billy Wade. Give them a call, 205-966-9600 for sponsoring our PATs and field goals. No field goals tonight, but 3 of 4 for PATs for the Patriots. 11:02 left to go in the game, 27-0. The Patriots lead here.
So here I was saying, what do you think? We run the ball, kick a field goal? And Chappie the madman said, no.
Run the ball and score right now.
Run the ball and score.
Well, think about it. Third running back coming in the game, and he does that.
Yeah,
That shows the weapons we have on offense. Bruner, I guess we could run polecat or something crazy, and just if we got a bunch of linemen hurt, just put all these receivers and running backs.
So Goldstein and Chapelleau both with a touchdown tonight. Has Griffin scored a touchdown tonight? I don't think he has. Yeah, I think they were through the air before, but good running back by committee. Last week, running back by committee as well. You had Griffin got 70 yards, Goldstein 62 and a touchdown. Carson had 39 and a touchdown, and Chappie had 35 and a touchdown. So great running there from the Homewood offense as Judson Eames kicks it, and he has gotten longer every single kick here in the second half. That one was about 7 or 8 yards deep in the end zone, so Briarwood will come out 1st and 10 at the 20.
Yeah, he left no doubt on that one. Had one that he kicked into the end zone, and they let him come out with it.
Yeah, and if you fall back, if your momentum kind of carries that back foot in, it's supposed to be a touchback, they'd let him go. So you got Barnes coming in, number 3, has been coming in and running the ball at quarterback for Briarwood. And he does indeed run it, goes behind left guard, and he will get about 4, they'll give him, up to the 24. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Briarwood.
Barnes on the carry.
Pretty good. Somebody down. Who is that?
I could not tell. He got rolled up on because
kind of a pile up there.
He's in pain. He's hitting the ground. Speaking of ATI,
I can't quite see the
he's
number.
He's not moving very much. He face down. Still can't see his number.
Let's see.
Got him over. Still didn't get his number. Coach, you can't see who that is?
I cannot see because they're in front. This lower left leg they're working on.
You got binoculars.
Again, we've got the best medical care. It just looks like it's a lower left leg injury. They're working down on the lower, kind of testing his ankle. It's right there at the knee area.
Coach Berg is out on the field.
He's got movement in it, so hopefully we'll just be a little bit of kind of a stinger on his knee, just kind of rolled up. I'm sure that happened to you before.
Oh, yeah, that actually happened here.
Had a little taking a toll tonight, though. I mean, with Carson injured, Studinka, now whoever this is, we still can't see.
Yeah. Injuries have happened to a couple of key players in the offense, now one on the defense. 10:47 left to go, 27-0. Have to imagine we'll see some rotations here as he is up. That is number 38, Jakari Haynes.
Oh, the big boy, the big sophomore.
Sophomore in there playing along with Randall Jaquez at nose tackle. And there was a pile up there kind of running straight up the middle, and he just got rolled up on, and he'll be helped off, but
is walking on
can walk. So that's good to see as Coach Poe comes out and gives him a fist bump, helps carry him off. Briarwood's offense will come back out 2nd and 6. You are starting to see some different faces slowly come in, but mostly starters still out there for Homewood.
All right, we got Dabbs in, and he had 8 tackles last week. Had a really good game, coming in relief. All right, they got a hole here. Good. Who was that?
Well, Barnes met pretty quickly by Ollie Whitten.
I got Parker Lindsay on that tackle.
I think that was 16. Whitten coming in there from safety.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
To
It was
make that
Whitten.
tackle.
Yeah, Whitten.
Starting to mix a few more people in. He's in. Brian Long is in. At safety, we got Michael Luciano, the sophomore, Joey's younger brother. And you also have Tyree in as well at cornerback.
I was glad to see Whitten rolling down hard because they had a little crease there for a second. And he came down there from the safety.
Timeout, Briarwood. Sure would love to get him off the field here. Might be ball game. Knock on wood.
So timeout on the field, 3rd and 2 for Briarwood. 9:55 left to go in the game. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here with Homewood football.
Right when I toured Stanford's campus, I immediately felt the communal atmosphere and environment.
A lot of parents, they're looking for a place where their children can come, they can continue to grow in Christ, they can feel safe, and they can be encouraged and motivated.
We promise them that when they come, they're going to be surrounded by people who love them, who help them to find meaning and purpose in their life, and who really help them to flourish and become the men and women that God is calling them to be.
Out of every place that I could have gone, this was the place for me.
Our broadcast tonight is presented by Social Taco. Make sure to stop in this weekend and grab a bite at the newest Soho restaurant, Social Taco, and also visit Soho Social and Soho Standard right there in the heart of downtown Homewood.
Darren Stitt's in at linebacker, so we are getting a lot of young other faces in.
Well, they're going into a power formation there. That's old school.
Yeah, hand the ball off there.
Yes.
And a tackle in the backfield. Great job.
Brian Long,
one of those names we just mentioned coming in to the defensive backfield. There's the handoff. Came across the back, lost about 5 yards there, so it'll be 4th and 7 from the 28 of Briarwood. Still not able to get a first down.
And once again, the defense gives us the ball with probably good field position.
Yeah, right now
to call it a night here.
Goldstein and Griffin stand at the Homewood 30 to receive it.
Griffin and Goldstein deep for the Patriots.
they're going to have to take a delay. They only have 10 men on the field. If they can get it off here.
And now they have 11 with 4 seconds left. It should have been a delay. They will get it off, though, and the ball is high and short.
Be careful.
Dangerous catch there, but Goldstein comes up, makes a fair catch. Just inside the 50. He'll be at the 49 of Homewood. So, like you mentioned, Glenn, great field position here for this offense as they'll try to just run this thing down.
You know, the quarterback situation at Briarwood, that's what, trying to bounce back. I think they really want to go with the sophomore. Their starters, he just has not been able to get anything going for them. Last year, they were 0-5, and then when they went with their senior, when he came back from injury, they won 5 games in a row. So they're going to have to figure that out because their defense has played really hard tonight, but just worn out.
Ended with one of the longest win streaks in football with those 5 wins at the end. But, struggling right now. Christopher Fazina not walking through the door. Myers going to pitch it to, believe that was Chaplow. He'll get about a yard. It is number 0.
Of Briarwood's 3 second-half drives, -15, 1 and 3 yards.
So still a negative on the half overall. Have not been able to get in positive territory.
And you look at their quarterbacks over the years: Hires, Craddock, Trotter. They've had a long line of good quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
That's really, to me, just making a decision, putting it in tight windows. We're not giving a lot of room, and against a good team, they're going to have to be able to do that down the road. I love this. Got some young guys in. Cornell will get some work at receiver.
Myers takes the the snap, hands it off to Chaplow. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage to make it third and 9.
You guys think that we've just decided it's not worth risking Carson at this point in time, or do y'all think it might be something more serious?
I think 27-0, 20-0 before that. That was enough. Briarwood's offense can't do anything. They can't even get positive yardage hardly. So even if Homewood didn't do anything, it still probably would have been okay. So I think it's just hey, don't worry about it. No need to. Let Jack go in.
Yeah, and Jack has the arm talent, but it's the experience at this level. He had a great JV season last year, but that's not varsity football against that kind of defense. So get him some butterflies out, and because he's one snap away from being out there.
Yep. So Myers, 3rd and 9, going to take the snap, hands it to Goldstein this time. Goldstein trying to find a hole up in there. Will cross the 50, get down to the 48 of Briarwood, but it'll be 4th and 6 for Homewood.
Let's pin them deep, boys.
He was trying to find a hole. He has patience, but it just never materialized.
Yeah, number 90's been in there, kind of the interior, trying to stop it. Briarwood next week, they travel to Ramsey. Ramsey lost pretty good to Parker in week 1. Understandable. We all know what Parker has. Not sure about this week, but down in 5A, Homewood and Briarwood kind of traveling partners when they're in the same classification with each other, but with them splitting, Briarwood got the 5A city schools, Homewood got the 6A city schools, and we'll see how Briarwood's the rest of their season plays out, but has not started off well here, 27-0 and 14-3 last week. Punt is away.
Go get that. Yes!
Down at the 2. Thought he actually was going to fair catch it there for a second. And I didn't see it down
50-yard punt down at about 49-yard punt down at the 2.
As great as our defense has been playing all night, how juicy does it look to put 98 yards in front of them, their offense?
Yeah. That was Quincy McGee downing that one there. So 1st and 10 at the 2. I mentioned Briarwood schedule Homewood next week at home, taking on Mortimer Jordan. First region game for both teams next week.
Got wholesale substitutions now. Ty Ford is coming in at linebacker.
At the conclusion of tonight's game.
We're at the water timeout now, just past 6 minutes. Those will go away eventually, but for the first few games because of the heat. Even though it's actually been a pretty pleasant night tonight, they will, those teams, have an extra timeout.
And I will say, Ty, his family, giving a shout out, and also we will donate to his SNAP raise. That's one of our big fundraisers for the football team. Coach Berg does, where we just send the emails out. So please, if you get an email, it's $5, $25. It's one of those things that helps us provide meals for the football team during the season. So I did have to get a shout out for Ty, and I'll get some of the other kids out there. But
okay, let me give a shout out now. The band is over there rocking as they always do, and I love it with Homewood up big late in the 4th quarter, that the only thing you can hear in the stadium is the Homewood Patriot Marching Band.
You mentioned the meals for the team. Thank you to Guthrie's for the meal tonight, for providing that, the weight team sponsoring that at Guthrie's. 1st and 10, and they got to try to get it out of there and avoid a safety. They do.
All right, we got Ford and Dabbs at inside linebacker.
Barnes gets up to, I'll put him up to the 8, between the 7 and 8.
Got Long is still at safety. I got Quincy McGee in at corner. Stitt is at outside linebacker.
Guys, there's only been 2 shutouts in this series history. One in 2005 and the other one in 2015. Hope I didn't just jinx it.
27-0 right now, 5-10, and counting on that clock as they do break for a first down.
Barnes again on the
Barnes
carry.
it is. Barnes, the running quarterback, but Deadman is going to come back in, so a little breathing room. Maybe they think, hey, let's air it out, see what we can get.
Barnes gains 12 yards.
I've got Locke Tyree at outside linebacker, so getting a lot of faces. Let's see, he's at cornerback. So Locke Tyree at cornerback.
That'll be 5 against Homewood there. Another 5-yard penalty. A lot of those tonight. Most on the offensive line, but this time the defensive line. And substitution when that happens. Fort Hawkins going to come back in for Dennis White.
One of my favorites, and I know what Coach Bogle will say. Oh, Dennis.
And Coach Poe going over there talking to him right now. You see him take the headset off and not happy about that one. 4:34 left to go in the game. 1st and 5 now for Briarwood. Deadman is in at quarterback.
That was our 7th penalty on the night, guys.
Much better in the second.
Yeah, I was about to say, only the first in the second half. Look at this.
Deep pass for Deadman. It is caught by
Deadman's pass.
Briarwood.
The 26 Canale.
He got behind Lock Tyree there, and that's what you'll have with some, when you get the backups in, not as many game reps, and the game speed's different than practice.
Canale with that catch there, so the ball goes all the way down to the Homewood 25.
If they score here, I'm going to take the blame for bringing up shutouts.
Direct all of your messages towards Glenn Brusher. Everybody go on the Facebook group and say, Glenn.
Why are we going backwards?
Like I say, he stepped out at the 37, so not quite as far up the field. Did break a tackle there, but they did get enough to push him out of bounds.
When you take for granted the corners, our starters, Martin and French did a great job just shutting them down.
A lot of passes deflected, a lot of good coverage there, forcing the quarterback to overthrow. Barnes is back in, going to keep it around left tackle, and he is met pretty quickly there, but still gets some positive yardage up to the 31.
Barnes on the quarterback keeper.
And that was Witten again in there. He's come in from that safety spot a couple of times to try to hit that quarterback.
All right, Coach Poe has put Dennis back in at nose. Good. Talk to him and get Randall out of there.
Ford thought, I'm done for the day, aren't I? And nope, you got to go back in for a couple plays. But now Deadman is back in, so potentially a pass coming here again for Briarwood. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to his left. He is going to pass it. Looks deep down the field. Some pressure. 91 got in the backfield that time, trying to find something. And he'll be hit by a host of Patriots there. I saw number 20 in there. Charlie Dabbs, one of the first ones to hit him.
On the carry for no gain. Excuse me, a 6-yard
But Dennis White got in the backfield, made a little bit of a play right there, so redeeming himself as it goes back 3rd and 10 now from the 37.
First quarter, I think they might have thrown a flag there. They just kind of let it go. So Dennis was like shot out of a cannon.
There's been a couple of those here in the second half. They realize what the score is, but Barnes going to come back in. Kind of surprising with 3rd and 10. I know the game's pretty much over, only 2:30 and counting to go here in the game, but Barnes comes back in. 3 receivers to his left. Running back lines it to his right, tight end to his right. Takes a snap. He is going to throw it. Looks downfield. Rolls to his left. Trying to find somebody. Some pressure coming from Dabbs again. Yes. And Dabbs is going to get him down in the backfield. So again, a sack there down to back to the 40.
When you have that kind of experience coming in, that's a senior with a lot of experience coming in. He played it like he could step in like Coach Ferguson's son Luke did last year when we had an injury to Eldridge.
And we mentioned how he actually was, I think, second leading tackler last week behind Parker Lindsay. Lindsay had 10. Dabbs had 8 last week. Under 2 minutes now, 4th and 12. Briarwood, nothing to lose. They're going to go for it here. Down 27-0.
Man, listen to our band.
Still Barnes, he's going to throw it deep, and he is going to get it to 26, incomplete, but an pass interference call because it was going close to him.
That one was on Quincy McGee. He was fighting there right with him and just kind of got the little pull.
So that'll move it up 15 yards up to the 24.
I've got Manning Yost in. Usually he plays outside linebacker, but they may be moving him down right defensive end. So, we're really getting a lot of and he'll play JV. He's a sophomore. He'll get out there, and this will be good experience.
15-yard mark off. 1st and 10 Lions to the Patriots, 24.
One receiver way out to the far side. Barnes takes it. He's just going to keep it himself. Runs up the middle. He's met at about the 21. Will push up to the 20. About a 4-yard gain there on 1st down, 2nd and 6 at the 20.
I really want this shutout, guys.
You got 1 minute and 20 seconds.
The clock's counting down.
That is an interesting clock. It went 120, 118.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Quote unquote interesting clock.
The Patriots 20.
It stops every couple of seconds. Time at Briarwood goes by 2s, not by 1 for seconds, I guess. Briarwood calls a timeout there. Didn't like something. 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Under 1 minute to go. 27-0. Homewood Patriots trying to preserve the shutout.
In every moment, greatness awaits for the bold, the visionary, and those ready to take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
55 seconds to go here in this game between Homewood and Briarwood. The Patriots on top 27-0, trying to preserve the shutout. Briarwood knocking on the door as they are right at the red zone. 20 yards to go, 6 to go on second down. Two receivers to the far side. Barnes takes it, going to throw it to the right. It is complete, but it is complete right at the 15, so he's going to be short of the line to gain. 3rd and 1 as that clock keeps ticking. And waiting to see when they start the play clock.
All right, so Stitt's playing outside linebacker to the wide side of the field. He was just a hair slow getting there for that pick.
They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to, but they're going to want some points on the board. Barnes going to pitch it out. This time, ball's on the ground. Gets picked up there by Jackson Ryer, and he is going to go out of bounds at the, let's say, 22. They'll back it up 4th and 3. 19 seconds left now as the clock will stop with the out of bounds.
Yeah, you had Ford, Witten, Brian Long, those safeties. I know I almost would fake the pitch and just throw it straight at them. You know, what you have to lose here, 19 seconds, because those safeties are down there every time.
Yeah, we called Witten down there a lot down at the line of scrimmage.
From the 17.
Barnes still out there. Receivers bunched in, looking for something downfield. Going to throw it to the running back out of the backfield. He will get just past the line to gain. They'll mark him right at the line to gain at the 14, but should be a first down, and they will give it to him. He's out of bounds. That clock at 6 seconds when they stop it finally.
Not before he picks up a first down for the Lions.
Sorry, it didn't start back, so they'll have one more play most likely here.
I'm glad it's not an important close game here, because that clock just, it's
kind of whatever.
It's a wonky clock.
Barnes, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He will drop back looking for that final pass. Pressure coming from number 91.
That's the way to end the game right there, boys.
After that, all sides, 2 big plays, 1 pressure, 1 sack. Game over, 27-0. Final, the Homewood Patriots beat Briarwood to go up 13-7 in this series and to move to 2-0 on the season. We'll take a quick break as they shake hands. We'll come back, final thoughts. And then we'll head on back and get ready for Mortimer Jordan next week.
Baptist Health is on your team. Where every play, every cheer, every moment matters. From everyday care to life's emergencies, we've got you covered. Our commitment to your care and the health of our community is at the heart of everything we do. Baptist Health. On your team, on and off the field.
Friday Night Lights, hometown pride, and a win on the field deserve a great place to celebrate. Whether you're craving burgers and beers at Soho Social, steaks and whiskey flights at Soho Standard, or tacos and margaritas at Social Taco, we've got something for everyone. 3 spots, 1 community, all in the heart of Homewood. So grab your friends, bring the family, and make tonight a win at Soho Social, Soho Standard, and Social Taco.
Three. We'd like to thank our Red Level Premier sponsors with Homewood Athletics. They are Waverly Advisors, Town & Country Ford, Dazio, Freeman, and Zelenas, Cotton Construction, and Social Taco. We thank them for their amazing support of Homewood Athletics. If you have an interest in joining this growing list of sponsors, please contact the Homewood Athletic office.
The scoreboard shut off very quick tonight. Don't know if you noticed that, but it is, I think I have a little camera here. I want to zoom over. Oh, there's the scoreboard completely shut off. And 27-0, your final. Homewood beats Briarwood here in this rivalry game. Battle of the Woods, as they called it today. We're in all camo at the school. Final thoughts on this game as Homewood gets a shutout win. It is preserved in this game.
I know from my perspective, I'm really proud of our team. We overcame the penalties in the first half, self-inflicted, and sometimes it just keeps coming. But we showed great leadership at halftime. How many do we have in the second half, Glenn? Maybe
in the second half,
only a couple, I think.
Yeah, because we had the one late here, so we were really.
Oh yeah. No, we had 4. Three in the second half.
And one of them was late in garbage time. So I was really proud of that, just how they overcame that. And then we're wearing on folks, and that's going to be the big thing. Stay healthy. We had a couple of injuries tonight, and hopefully they'll get back. And then, but I'm proud of the effort because this is a proud program here at Briarwood. They play hard. They play relentless. And we were the better football team tonight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and we did wear down Witherington. I got to say it. They use him all over that defensive line, so that plays a part in his stamina in and of itself. But we did wear him down. He had his hands on his hips for most of the second half. Guys, as I said earlier, that's the third shutout in this series. That was the 20th matchup between Homewood and Briarwood. There's now been 3 shutouts. The most recent one before tonight was 2015. The one before that was 2005. Coach Berg now has a total of 93 wins as a head coach, 87 at Homewood. So he's marching closer and closer to that 100 win mark. We're going to get him there, guys.
All right. Now, again, unofficial stats.
I've got 316 total yards for Homewood, 134 for Briarwood, but a big chunk of that 34 came on their last drive.
Yeah.
So really, we held them for most of the night under 100 yards offense.
Yeah, the negative rushing total for them in the second half. We were just all over them.
They were negative until that last drive in the second half overall. A great defensive performance. The shutout was preserved 27-0. I do want to mention real quick that tonight Sam's Super Sandwiches will be open if you're wanting a late night snack after you leave the game as cars are starting to pile up. Glenn likes the Super Dog. I like just a good old cheeseburger. My thing is, the sauce is great. I love everything at Sam's. If you make a good cheeseburger, just a good plain cheeseburger without anything on it, really hit like Sam's does, that shows how good the food actually is there. Go visit our friends Ted and Sue there with Sam's Super Sandwiches. Open tonight 9 to 11:30. Is it? It is past 9, so they are open now through 11:30. Also, thank you so much to Cotton Construction for presenting our game tonight. When your vision demands more than just good enough, trust Cotton Construction. Since 2006, they've been crafting breathtaking custom homes and estate properties right here in Birmingham, handcrafted to reflect your passions, your lifestyle, and your story. Thanks so much to Trey Goldstein for his support of Homewood Athletics.
And I've got one more thing. I appreciate everybody that was listening to us tonight, and I will give the first Auburn update. Spoiler, is 17-10 Auburn. Third quarter was 6:26. So you stayed with us, and now you can go listen to the game. And on Tuesday night at Waldrop Stadium, 5:30 and 7, we have the JV is playing at 7. The Homewood freshmen are playing at 5:30 versus Briarwood. So please come out and support us on Tuesday night.
Chet's on the field for this first game, right?
Yes.
Chet's on the field for the first time. Then you can also catch the middle school on Thursday night, and then we will be back. Homewood taking on Mortimer Jordan, first region game of the season. They were up early on. Let's see if I can get a final score real quick on Mortimer Jordan, trying to have a better season than last year. They went 3-7, although they did make the playoffs.
21-20 over Coleman, yes.
Mortimer Jordan getting the win over Coleman. Coleman, a team that can sneak in the playoffs as well up in that region, but winning a close one there. Another game everybody's been keeping an eye on is Mountain Brook and Parker. And in that one,
27-11 is what I've got. Parker, 27-11 Parker. Fourth quarter, it's not over.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but a team that both teams, Homewood will play this season. Yeah, 27-11 the fourth. Parker up in that one. Parker, the team everybody picked to win again. That is the team that beat Homewood last year to win the region title. Homewood finished second. And Homewood will face Mountain Brook at home. Parker on the road later on the season. But Mortimer Jordan first. The Blue Devils come to Waldrop Stadium. We will see you then. We will be live again here. Go to our YouTube channel at HWD Athletics. Our NFHS Network page, you can subscribe there. And I think they're actually doing a Labor Day sale if you want to subscribe to that. And, of course, on Mixler as well. All the games will be uploaded. The audio will be uploaded for you after the game. For the professor, Glenn Brasher, for the coach, Chet Walker, I'm John Lunsford, and for Kurt Bloom. Thank you very much, and go Patriots.